now.
Okay, so welcome back and jump into a recap for those of us who haven't had a chance to see the last one, or for those of us who weren't here last one. So, as we began last week, the group had made their way back into the city of Winter Peak, and has brought in with their bits of dragon and other items from I guess we'll call it the bounty from their trip up to the Lair of the Oncoming Storm. Made their way. Some of them decided to go see a leather worker. Some went to see a blacksmith. The couple who went to see the leather worker were looking to get some form of leather armor, or studded armor made for one individual, and then basically a sort of studded leather robe type hybrid for our warlock. And our dragonborn decided the horn that he had carved off of the dragon he wanted to get mounted on a helm, sort of as a trophy, as well as pick up a full set of plate mail. After meeting back up and discussing this, they realized they were a little short on money to afford all these fancy new items that they had just contracted for.
I can actually buy mine all like fully. I'm not broke.
One greedy hobgoblin could afford them. The rest of them needed to earn a little coin. So, as a result of that, they went back to meet with to talk with the guards outside the Miners Guild section of the city, and were advised that there was a bounty board inside, and went in to see what they had available for bounties. Looked at the board, saw a couple of options, decided to take the first one, the most important one out of them, they felt, was the rescue of a captive black-haired female who had been sent to meet with the person who had called for the bounty, which ended up stating that the black-haired female was her daughter and had been missing for a number of days. Last she had been seen was heading over towards a temple to the west. You guys headed out to the west, and lo and behold, as you approached the temple with a large, basically sculpture of a musical instrument in front of it, as some of you recognized as the symbol for Apollo, you basically arrived in the middle of a somewhat heated, almost argument between a couple of guards and this black-haired woman. As the argument sort of escalated a little back and forth here and there, a couple of the party members going up to discuss with the guards, tempers flaring a little bit, and the guard sort of backhanding at one of the party members, Gabriel, who proceeded to just catch the guy's hand. Over time, the argument just devolved, and the guards decided they were going to make their move, and after muttering a prayer to Apollo, all of a sudden the four statues that had been present on the two pillars to the either side of the stairs and the top of the sculpture of the lyre had sprung to life. And through, well, as you guys can see, some of you are in a better shape than others. You've started to clear out a decent chunk of the people around, but all of a sudden one of the guards who had stepped off in the back before Chinosa could deal with him muttered another prayer to Apollo, and as a bright flash of light had hit, your somewhat recently departed, or disappeared, I should say, friend Fauna has appeared standing on top of the crossbeam between these two pillars behind you. And that's where we had left last week. Before we jump head too deep into this one, I want everybody here to go ahead and make a perception check. We're going to see what, if anything, you notice. Holy hell, Veneer, you don't even know if you're still standing.
Is it dark out?
I'm just in so much pain. That's all it is. So, Vinder, how badly do you want to live?
So
He doesn't even know how bad he's hurt. How did he's
yeah,
fine.
Tarhoon didn't do much better.
you can tell he's sore, but he really can't tell how badly he's cut up in the bite marks. He can't see any of it.
It's all on his back. You can't see his back.
For Kepsik and Drag, you both notice that as this light flares and this image of the girl Fauna appears, while it looks like her, she's not. You don't get the sense she's 100% there. As you're looking at her, you can see sort of I guess the best way to describe it is think of it sort of like a gelatinous cube. She's somewhat translucent. She's got substance.
She's ethereal or whatever.
Not quite. Literally more like slime almost. Like she's there, but she's not real.
Is it like kind of like Pike thing from?
Exactly. Good point. I keep forgetting so many of us watch Critical Role. Exactly like Pike. When you guys look at it, you think this is basically a sending from Apollo. You don't think this is her physical body, but you're pretty sure if you walked up to it and hit it, there'd still be something there to smack.
Alrighty then.
And with that, we will jump headfirst in. As we started this with her appearance on the battlefield, she is going to take her first move. And as the light beam is hit this cross beam and flared, and you see her appear there in that form, you hear Fauna's voice, and I'm not going to do a voice for this because I am nowhere near. I'm going to attempt to try to sound like Sarah Plater. But Fauna reaches out, points up the stairs towards Chinosa, and says, Apollo has had enough of you, and takes a shot with her short bow. I'm assuming a 26 will hit you, Sarah?
Yeah. I'm not happy about it, but yeah.
Okay. Do me a favor, roll a con save.
Fuck.
Poisoned arrows.
Alright, boys. Time to kill our friend. Woo!
No. There has to be something mind controlling him.
You take 1 point of damage.
What?
Yeah,
I mean, okay. Sorry.
This is very specific.
Above 10, you're fine. Below 9, instant death.
Oh shit.
Okay.
We're gonna die.
Let's see here.
By the way.
Okay, I'm going to let that stand because I misread it the first time. But for future reference, a 12 would not have made it. But I'm letting that slide because that was DM's error on that one. So,
I figured it wouldn't, but I was all like, okay.
I'll be honest, I thought it was an 11. I just went back and reread my notes and it was a 13. But we'll skip that for now. I'll let you all get
Yay, it's okay.
Okay, 13 is the magic number, boys.
Yay for human error.
Yay!
So, as Zach says that, he's going to get a bite from a...
Whoa, I thought the Griffin was more afraid of the giant Tarhoon that hit him for like a shit ton.
No, I think he should eat him.
If I lose concentration on enlarge, it's...
Okay, actually, that's right. These guys get a multi-attack, so he's going to beak and claw you.
Oh, yay.
Oh jeez.
We're sitting there having an argument over the Griffin on who he's going to bite.
It's a 15 and a 13.
I'm going to use shield and neither hit.
Okay, so once more, I'm assuming the beak would have and the claws wouldn't.
They both would have hit. I only have 12. I'm not wearing any armor.
So as This griffin sees you standing there focusing on whatchamacallit? Focusing on Tarhoon, and he thinks it's going to be an easy attack, and as he snaps forward with his beak and his claws, he hits. You pull forth that shield once more, and both of them just glance off. And actually, if you have it and you want to do it, Sarah, go ahead.
Realization. That's a bad idea.
Okay. So you're all set?
Yeah, I was just reading through things and then I noticed what the save was and I'm like, that's a bad idea against this one.
Okay, so let's see. And that will actually bring us to you.
So, just for clarification, this guy's right here. He's down by non-lethal, right?
He is. Let me check where he's.
Because I think these two, both these two, are down by non-lethal.
This guy's down. I don't remember why this guy.
Because he has a skull on him, so I wasn't.
Oh no, because that's right. He said he would not have done non-lethal to him.
JJ said.
No, JJ wasn't here. I'm just trying to look and see. I can't remember.
Because I know, I think Gabriel took out this one, and he wanted to do it non-lethal.
Yeah, everyone Gabriel's going, he said Flatter's been non-lethal.
And I thought we were saying, like, since everyone was going non-lethal against the humans, that JJ's character would also go non-lethal, seeing that everyone else was.
Okay, yeah, but I don't have him marked at 0.
Oh, he's not down yet?
No, I don't know what the skull is for, though.
I don't know either. That's why I was just asking, because I can't see their health bars. So
Yeah, I know it's brave. Yeah, I'm.
I think is he just prone because he jumped off and he failed?
Oh, that's right. He fell down. I don't know why.
Okay.
So he's laying on his back.
So he's prone and feared. He's feared.
He's feared, but he's on his feet.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I was just making sure. I didn't. The skull threw me off.
I don't like that skull on there because that's going to confuse the hell out of everybody, as it just did. There we go. Okay, so what are we doing, Chinosa? Okay, Sarah, you're up. What you doing?
I'm debating between a couple of things. I think I'm a bitch slap this fucker into his place.
Okay.
Or not.
Unfortunately, that will not hit. So as you
Well,
go ahead. Okay, so that was movement. Anything you're doing for a bonus, or just staying there?
I can cast... I think I can cast this one? This bonus? Yeah. I'm gonna cast Wrathful Smite on myself. Hold on.
Oh, okay. So next melee attack you get. Well, next time you hit over the next 10 rounds, so. Okay, just remember you got the 1d6 coming up next time you hit. And that'll bring us over to a capstick.
So, Veneer, how much do you want to live?
You gonna heal me or are you gonna let me die?
That's a good question.
I mean, Capsic will just eat you. we've got him to...
I'll make
Kinda
sure
look
to give you the
tasty
worst
right now.
indigestion you've ever had.
Yeah, for now I'm gonna... I'll heal him up a bit with Healing Word using my bonus action.
Okay.
And then... I'm gonna call the lightning. This will lightning. But, basically, I'm calling it... It forms a cloud, like, in the 6-foot radius. So, I was measuring that earlier and asking if we were indoors.
Let's see here.
And I was going to put it literally on top of, Fauna.
You're a druid? I thought you were a cleric.
Nope.
He's a Tempest cleric.
Tempest, get it.
Oh, bloody heck. You gotta read up on those. Okay, so it's a 60-foot radius.
Yep.
Okay, let's see here. Hold on. Keep that up.
Jesus.
Okay.
It doesn't do damage to everyone in that area, but that's the area I can choose to call lightning down.
Oops. Radius? Yeah, fuck it. We're just gonna call it totally that.
Yeah.
It'll affect any of them. Okay. So
Feel it.
centered right over the top of her head.
And then I'm going to do the first lightning strike on her. And I'm going... Did you use my channel divinity, by the way?
I used one of them. I think at 5 you get 2, though.
Alright, then I'll use the other one for max damage on this,
Okay.
which is 30.
Yep. And she's gonna try to half that. Whenever I can find her on this thing again.
Who you hitting? The
The fake fauna.
Ah.
I was like, get rid of that immediately. I've seen what fauna can do, I'm okay.
There we go.
Well, I wanted to set it up before I heal, Veneer more.
Why, that was a check, that wasn't saved. Either way.
Either way, it's still hard to hit her.
Yeah.
She takes 15
Start first.
lightning then?
Yeah, 15. That's why I just was like, full damage, channel divinity, that shit.
Fix that first. Okay, so there's that one. Now I'm gonna go. Damage. There we go. Actually, I thought this through. You guys should not be able to see that. Okay, and that didn't work for me. So anyway, anything else you're doing?
Nope, that's it.
Okay.
I just wanted to bring the thunder.
Technically, that's bringing the lightning.
Same thing.
No, lightning is the energy that the thunder is the aftershock.
Come on, man.
They are totally different things.
We've got a
sir.
scientist in
Do you
our
want me to
mix.
just do you just want me to put you down?
So that will bring us over to Veneer.
Alright.
Who is then getting picked on by that little bugger in front of him.
I'm gonna be attacking this guy. While while looking back. Kipsick, what are you doing? Don't attack her. She's our ally after all. And then Fauna, what's wrong? Why are you suddenly attacking random people?
As you hit her? What?
No, I hit this guy up here.
Oh, I was gonna say.
That'll hit him, so go ahead and roll your damage. Oh, not bad.
Fuck it, bitch. That guy's been pinging me all combat.
I think that's the first time you ever rolled max damage on your attack.
Yes, it is.
And Brian, as you do that, you feel a little ping in the back of your mind, almost like a little smile or a laugh from somewhere in the back of your consciousness.
Telepathy?
I'm sorry?
Is it like a telepathic message or?
No, it's just a little odd sensation you get. Almost like somebody's sitting there just sort of going.
Oh shit.
Anything else you doing?
Nope, that's everything.
Okay, so that'll bring us over to Tarhoon.
Okay, now, excuse me.
Don't die. Not yet.
Sorry about that. My goodness.
No worries. Clerics of all are trying to kill you.
I know I cast Aid last week. For some reason, my character sheet didn't save what spell slots I have left.
Yeah, every time you reopen it, you just kind of have to remember what you used.
Because I know I used
don't remember you casting aid.
He did at the very beginning. He
I
did
do
at the
now, 'cause
beginning.
That's how I got 75 health now.
Yeah, Veneer has the little heart buff on him.
Yeah, it boosted you guys, and that lasts for 8 hours with no concentration. But did I cast Divine Favor on myself? Does anybody remember if I did?
Because you did 2d4 to the Griffin.
Yeah, you cast something on that was giving you an extra dice to your attacks.
Okay, yeah, because Enlarge gives me a D4 and Divine Favor gives me a D4, and I think that's what I did.
Yeah. You were double dipping.
Okay, I'm just trying to remember exactly because I thought it would save it on my character sheet, but it didn't. So my bad. Tarhoon's just going to hit this guy twice with his flail, just smiling the whole time because he's really excited that he's this big. So these would be with advantage.
Yep.
Here's the first. And the second.
Those will both hit.
So damage for the first. And then damage for the second. Identical.
Roll 4d4, that way you can just...
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. 4d4. We'll just add it all together. 4d4. Bam. An extra 10 points.
As you come down and just 2 strikes across the back of this Griffin, you can see he is broken. He is bloody. He is barely clinging on to life at this point.
No, Zrag's gonna get the glory.
I don't have much spell slots left, man. I can't really do anything. I'm using all my first level stuff for shield, man.
Now, since my perception check was so low, I probably don't even notice anything going on with Fauna, right? Is it?
No, realistically, from your position, even being enlarged, because that brown wooden platform is in between about 3/4 of the way up, those 2 circular side pieces are actually blocking her from where you are.
Okay. Yeah, that's all Tarhoon would do.
Okay, so that will bring us over to this little guy.
Tarhoon would have saw a lightning bolt and strike it, though, right?
Yeah, he would have seen the glow of light.
Yeah.
But then it vanished, and he hasn't noticed. He missed the 1 arrow shot.
Yeah, see, he just knows that something's getting struck by lightning over there.
Yeah.
Something's.
So let's see here.
There's always something with this group.
So we have a. Okay, so he does have a short sword. So is he's now been hoped that Gabriel's run up to visit him. Genos is up here. He is going. Actually, Genos didn't do anything to him, so he's taking a swing at Gabriel with his short sword.
Wow.
I've got Michael's these.
Roll your damage.
Come on, big numbers. Oh. Okay, don't know why I rolled twice, but 9 damage to Gabriel.
Alright.
He is going to stay right up in your two's face. And then this guy now, I think, still technically has to use his, use everything to run as far and as fast away from Fauna as he can. Let me make sure that that's not a ranged thing. Yeah. So it is not a range, and it is 10 rounds that this he is stuck with this condition. But actually, he does not have to run away. He just can't move any closer. So being he is standing in front of our friendly monk, he's going to take a swing at him. Well, actually, he's going to stand up first and burn half his movement. Another short sword going at Vesuvius. Oh, you know that's going to hit. I'll be at 11 to him. And while I am getting that pulled up, that'll bring us over to Gabriel.
I'm gonna swing at this guy right here. Still dealing non-lethal damage for every attack.
Yep.
You should probably flank him before you hit. Yeah.
I keep picking. Okay, let's see here. It's going to jump over 17. Yeah, that'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Taken care of. Yes, that's 10 to this guy. Okay, as you smack him with the flat side of your sword, he sort of almost goes to stumble forward towards the black-haired woman you guys have just recently met, and sort of stands back up, and you can see he's got a couple of marks on him, some blood running down, a couple of cuts. He's not looking too hot.
Then he's gonna take another one.
Oh, okay. And go ahead and roll. And that's enough to put him unconscious.
That's everything.
And then he goes, do me a favor if you're going down there, make a dexterity save. That's for jumping off the side of the stairs. Okay. So we're all set. That will bring us over to the to our monkey friend. And what would you guys like to have the monk do?
Beat up on the guy in front of him.
Okay, let me see here. Check my notes. Yeah, so you can get 2 attacks off his. You guys had to burn through his key points during the last battle. So I'll only be able to do 2 strikes, but.
Because he's only a level 4 monk, right? And one
level
sorcerer.
3 monk.
Level 3 and then level 2 sorcerer. Gotcha.
Well, he's level 3 and level 1. We haven't leveled him up. 'Cause I don't know which way JJ wants to do it yet. And unfortunately, he'll only hit with one of them. That is still 7 damage to him. Okay, so unbeknownst to you guys, Vesuvius throws one punch. The guy manages to just bat it out of the way. Second punch comes right across the jaw to him, sort of half stumbles him back a moment. And that will bring us over to this gentleman who is frightened of Chinosa, but has now seen Gabriel just come running up and getting in his face. So he's going to turn to meet his attacker. And what? Okay. And he is going to make, actually, he gets a multi-attack as well, so he's going to make 2 swipes at Gabriel with his greatsword.
The first one hits.
Wow. How the hell did you roll 2 5s? Okay, so that'll be 8 more damage to Gabriel. And that will end his turn as he is turned and focused on you.
Is this the guy that tried to backhand me, or is that the other one?
No, the one who you knocked out right at the beginning is the one who tried to backhand you.
Okay.
You went to town on him right away. This guy's the one who backed up and muttered off the prayer that ended up bringing their new support into play, and only is over this way because Fauna, you saw Fauna do something strange, and Chinosa do something strange, and these 2 guys freak out and go running and jump off the side of the stairs. That will end his run, and that'll bring us over to Zrag's turn, who is just watched Tarhoon pound on the back of this this little griffin in front of him, but thing still seems to be standing and still seems to be staring at him.
Alright, I'm going to use 25 feet of my movement to come over here, get away from the rogue. And then I'm going to use Toll the Dead on the griffin.
Okay.
It'll take the 13 necrotic damage if it fails. Nothing if it saves.
Come on, big roll.
Son of a bitch! It's got a +1. It rolled a 17 and a 19. Ugh. Oh man! I should have just stabbed it with my dagger. Yep. That's that. Yep, I'm done.
Okay. So with that brings us back up to the rogue in the distance, who once more reaches out and points across the way over at Chinosa. And lets another arrow fly. Zooming, it will click for me. $15 hits. Sarah, does a 15 hit?
No.
Okay.
That 27 would have been really scary, though.
Okay. So that will, let's see here. actually, she is going to use her movement to jump down here. Just gonna do a quick dex check, see if she lands on a butt or not. Given her thing on it, I doubt it. Yeah. Okay. And then she's going to actually run around. And she's going to attempt to hide from everyone. Let's see, okay. Actually, I'll roll this publicly. Okay. Anyone have a passive perception above a 21?
Nope.
You know, my passive perception is more like a 90, so you easily see it.
I think I have the highest one with a 16.
I also have a 16, Brian.
I have a 17.
So with that, is Fauna jumps down, runs around the thing, and just disappears.
Hunter.
Okay, and that will end our turn and bring us over to the Griffins, who is watched its meal run away. So it's going to turn around here and actually, seeing both of you now side by side, is going to go beak at Zrag and claws at Tarhun.
Ugh.
Let's see what we get here. We have one coming at Zrag.
Woohoo! Got lucky. Didn't have to use my last shield.
And Tarhun blocks with his shield.
So Zrag is just dancing and dodging, and Tarhun just thrusts the shield down, knocks the claw out of the way. And that brings us back over to Genosa, who has just had another arrow shot over at her and heard it sort of clink next to her. And then the person that was shooting jumped and is just gone.
Don't think my daddy can save you, bitch! I screamed that into the void because I'm not entirely sure where she went, but I know there were arrows shot at me from a certain direction, and because I don't trust my dex check, I'm gonna try and walk around the stairs, but I don't know.
Completely up to you.
Fuck it, I'll try.
Okay, so when you go ahead and make your roll, it's not a high difficulty, it's not a huge jump. Yeah, you're fine. Now that you've got this guy pinned in with Gabriel, what you doing?
I'll swing my scythe and then my morning star, see which one hits.
Okay, so the scythe will hit. So let me just check your Wrathful Smite. I want to say is the next attack, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the next time you hit. So
Oh shit!
go ahead and roll damage on the scythe.
That's gonna hurt.
On
Wait.
the scythe?
On the scythe first, yeah, because they both hit. You have advantage.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. This gonna hurt.
So this. Okay, so now roll an 1d6. Uh,
26.
and you hit exactly what you needed. So,
I'm
what-
going for kill though, that's my issue. Everyone except I think me and Veneer were going for non-lethal.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We
So
outsiders are ruthless.
what?
Wait, I went for non-lethal? What?
No, you didn't because you were fighting.
You killed the griffin and the dire wolf on the left
you were
side.
killing these-
Oh, okay.
Those were just statues, so I figured that you wouldn't give a shit.
I mean, I wouldn't give a shit about the people either.
Realistically, you just because those things attacked you first, you just haven't had a chance to go after any people. But right now, you've got 2 unconscious guards on either side of you. So,
Mmm. Tasty.
so Genosa, why don't you go ahead and describe your kill that Gabriel is forced to watch as you drop down behind this guy?
So I drop off the ledge and go up to him, swing my scythe down one of his sides, lopping off one of his arms. And then I take my Morning Star to his side and try to push it through, but I can't. And it goes like a fourth of the way through before coming back, leaving a nice gaping hole. And he starts like gushing blood out of that hole and out of the hole that I made where his arm was. And after a couple moments pass and he's lost enough blood, he just sort of flops to the ground.
Gabriel says a prayer.
Okay. That's a little violent. Elmer would be proud.
Veneer's kind of proud.
And anything else you're doing? So that's a movement, action. You still probably have a little bit of movement left. Let's see, 5, 10. Yeah, you've only got about 20, so got a little bit of movement left if you want to start heading somewhere else, or you can hang there. Okay. So that'll bring us over to Katsik again.
Man, now I got an idea. As a bonus action, I'm going to use Hungry Jaws on this guy. He's unconscious, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll just finish him off and you like take a nice chunk out.
Telmer all over again. They're merely unconscious.
It's a damn. Actually, okay, yeah, that's it. It's a damn good thing that you had advantage with him being down. You would have missed.
Yeah, I figured.
Okay.
And
So,
then
Katsik walks
Wait,
over and takes a
if-
bite out of this guy's face.
If he's unconscious, is that auto crit? Does it auto crit?
Yeah.
That's a good point too.
Bite him.
Yeah, yeah, it's a
Roll the damage again.
It doesn't matter.
I know, I'm like, does it really matter?
Koopa de Gracie.
And then seeing that these two can't finish off a griffin, I'll call the lightning on the griffin. Since I'm still, it's a concentration.
Is it an action?
Is it an action? Yeah, you have to.
Oh yeah, it is an action.
Well, no, I think it's a
Yes.
bonus to call it down. I don't think you can do it this round.
Is your Hungry Jaws a bonus action?
Let me check.
Hungry Jaws is a bonus. It says as a bonus action, I can use a special attack with my bite that does normal damage when it hits, but gives temp hit points.
So your Hungry Jaws is a bonus. So you still have your action, I guess.
Oh no! On each of your turns until your spell ends, you can use your action to call down lightning this way again.
And his
Yeah,
Hungry
it's an
Jaws is a bonus action.
Right. So hungry's a bonus, but the calling lightning down is an action.
Yeah.
So
So
you can do it.
yep, he's good.
So yeah, on the
And ting exactly where you're calling it down.
right here. It's 5 feet around it, so I don't think it'll hit turn.
Well, I was hoping you were going to ting like right here at the head, so it would hit on the teeth.
Man, I'm not rolling well. For
I still have a fireball left. I'll let you both on fire over there.
I'm not even going to make the dex save because Tarvin had this thing so close to dead.
I stole its glory. Yes.
It was mine.
Hey, you don't know it was me. You just saw lightning strike. It could have been your god helping you.
This is the worst time for a thunderstorm.
Of all the times.
Yeah, and that'll end my turn.
Okay, and that'll bring us over to Veneer.
All right, so everyone visible is down, right?
The one that Varsuvius is fighting is up.
You can probably see this guy from where you're standing.
Yeah, fuck the monk. He can take him.
In that case, everybody.
Then
you're-
3. 4. Veneer's just gonna call out, Fauna, come on out. Let's talk about this.
Alright, just.
I hope she sneak attacks and one-shots you.
I know, right?
Shut up. And I use that perception to try to see her.
Go ahead. You want to make the roll?
I don't think
Not
she's
even
real.
close.
You got no clue.
Was Fauna really here?
Okay.
That's all. Now that perception check was my action, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So you've got bonus action left.
Oh wait, I think I have. I'm gonna use that scroll of cure wounds on myself.
Oh my god.
I believe that's only a D8, like +3.
Plus your spellcasting modifier. I think.
Usually scrolls are of the minimum casting required. Kind of like potions. So it'd probably just be the D8 plus whatever the creator's spell modifier was.
Just as a creep. Oh, that's a spell. That was not. Yeah, it's a 1d8 plus spellcasting modifier. So for this, because I have no idea what the spellcasting modifier was, the person who made it, just use yours, Brian.
All right, that's charisma. So that's 4 plus. Oh wow. All right.
You didn't add the mod. Oh, now I'm with you. Hey, Emily.
Huh?
I'm with you. Don't worry.
Oh. Okay, now I could possibly take a strike from Fauna.
Probably not.
Realistically, there's nobody around you to give her advantage on the sneak attack. So.
She's hidden though, so she'd get advantage, and you get sneak attack when you have advantage.
Can you survive 50 some hit points in one hit, Brian?
That is a
No. My backup character can though.
valid- Okay, so that'll bring us over to Tarhoon, who has just seen a lightning bolt destroy his quarry.
You mad or nah?
Tarun spits down on the the dead griffin. What can I even see? Like,
From where you're standing, you can see Archer, who's got his bow slung over one arm and a short sword, fighting with the monk on the far side of the stairs.
okay.
As you look around, you can see Kepsic is just bit down, and the guy that Gabriel took such care to knock out. Kepsic has got basically his face in his mouth. It's just what's left of it.
You see Veneer calling out to Fauna.
That's a good point. You hear that, so all of a sudden you have some strength. The crazy warlock is yelling out Fauna, who you saw disappear.
Ooh, I didn't see her disappear because I didn't see her in the first place, right?
Right, but you saw her disappear in the Dragon's Cave.
Right. So Tarhoon would probably just approach Veneer curiously. You saw Fauna? She's here?
Yes, I saw her, and I'll point over here.
And then Tarhoon would try to make some type of check to see if I can see her.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay.
Veneer's actually just going great.
A little better than my first roll.
You question whether or not Veneer is 100% there, but you see how bad he's beaten up. You can tell he's, Kepsic helped him out. He's got his wounds are closed up a little bit. He took a lot of serious hits. You're not 100% convinced he's all there.
And that's probably all Tarhoon would do, since he's pretty far off from the monk back there.
Okay. Then we have our unconscious archer. I'm just going to delete him off the list here. Then we have our other one who's currently locked in battle with the mystery monk. I'm going to take another short sword attack at him. Okay. Where are you, Vesuvius? I know, did JJ say he was back next week?
He says he's on. He doesn't have uni after next week. Like today's his last day.
Okay, yeah, so that's with him. That's another 9 damage to him. Okay. And for those you can see, Vesuvius is starting to look a little worse for wear. These rapid sword strikes coming from this archer seem to be taking their toll on him.
We can't actually see his health bar, so.
Oh, well, let me fix that real quick. Let's see, save changes. There you go. I'm sure you guys can see the ladies here moving down here for a moment out of the tree. He's in some rough shape. That'll bring us over to Gabriel, who was planning on knocking this guy out and just watched Fauna pretty much bludgeon him to death.
Can I see this guy here?
Which guy? From where you are, yeah, how tall are you?
What was that?
How tall are you?
Damn near 7 feet tall? He's tall as fuck.
Yes. And the steps, at that point, that's only the second step up. It's probably 4.5, 5 feet up. So you can easily see over the top of it to see Vesuvius getting hacked up by that archer over there.
Can I make it there with 30, or do I have to go back one because of the elevation?
No, you're good.
And then I'm going to shoot my light crossbow at him.
Alrighty then.
Still being careful not to kill anybody.
Okay. So that'll hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. Why can I not? Oh, what? No, thank you. Okay. So as you fire off the bolt, it buries itself in his left shoulder a little bit. You can see his arm go a little limp, sort of hanging down. He looks over at you and has his sword's in his right hand, looks at you as you just watch his left arm sort of hanging limp there. You get the strong sense that he's not going to be able to fire his bow at any point in the near future.
What a tragedy.
And that's my turn.
Okay, and that'll bring us over to the monk. And you guys said you think Vesuvius would be doing non-lethal, same as Gabriel and everyone else?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I think he would.
Okay, so we got 1 for, 1 against.
He at the very beginning, all he saw was non-lethal. So, and then he went over that way to fight that guy. So,
Chances are I'd follow suit then. Okay, to and
I just don't know how Vesuvius feels about killing.
killing humans. Yeah, we know how he feels about killing Nier.
Well, I meant like an actual church people.
Yeah. But for this point where he's not here, we will say he is, as he has done enough damage with Gabriel's help to put this guy down, he has knocked him out. And with that, he'll sort of make his way back out this way to see what all the commotion is. That guy has been murdered. That will bring us to Zrag.
Alrighty. Well, I see nothing. I mean, I'll move up to here, and I'll look at Capsic, and are we supposed to kill the Fauna chick now? Is she not part of the group anymore?
She didn't look real to me.
You noticed that too, huh?
Yes.
Alright.
Do I hear the conversation?
From that, yeah, they're only 5 feet away from you, a little over, so yeah, you can hear them.
What do you mean she didn't look real?
She looked like Jello.
That's a good way to put it. It looked like she
And-
was in murky water.
And as I do that, I'm just... I'm gonna cast a fireball.
What?
I'm gonna cast it on this spot, so...
Holy shit. We're just gonna start taking guesses.
Yep, taking a shot in the dark. I saw her jump off somewhere back over this way.
And what's Fireball? 20 foot?
20 foot.
Shape. Where were you putting it?
I was gonna center it like right here, right on this square.
Okay, so that's 20 foot to that.
I'll start lightning striking.
20. Okay, it's 20-foot radius, right?
Yep.
Okay, so 4 in either direction. I should have done that. Well, okay, well, give me an extra 5 in one direction. Ballpark. This rough idea, not exact to scale, but yeah, you fire off, huge explosion. Nothing.
No yell or anything.
Nope, no sound, no notice. Oh, I wanted the pointer. I didn't want to draw even more.
All right. after I did that, I just look at everyone. Oh, she's not over there.
I'm on that side, guys.
And that'll be my turn.
Tarhoon kind of flinches at the explosion. Turns around and looks towards Zrag. The
I
very
s-
confused look on his face.
I look at Capsic. I just shake my head. I don't know.
I guess we'll just spam our AoE and hope we hit her.
Okay, so with this, all of a sudden, a shot comes out from behind through the middle of this these 2 posts at Veneer.
Let's die.
And that's a 14. Does a 14 hit you?
Remember, you don't have armor anymore.
He still has his old armor.
Oh, true.
He just doesn't have the new armor.
Is he even here?
Okay, my mic was muted. Okay, what
Oh my
posts?
goodness.
These posts here?
Yeah.
It came in from between these two posts, and as the shot came out, well, first, does a 14 hit you?
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh, sneak attack it all.
As the shot comes out and you see, and you turn as the arrow digs into you, first thing is go ahead and make a con save for me.
Oh. Oh, goody. Slightly better than a strength save. Ooh.
Damn it all to hell. Okay. Now with this, and actually, is it still 1d6 at, or what's sneak damage at level 5?
Level 5, I think it's 2d6. Maybe even 3d6. Let's see.
Never run a rogue before.
Classes. Rogue.
No, there we go. Oh, here.
5th level is 3d6.
3d6. Ooh.
This is gonna hurt.
You take 1 damage from the arrow itself. And then 8 damage from the sneak attack. And then as Fauna is going to use her movement again, running over this direction, and much the same as last time, is going to make an attempt to vanish away from your guys' vision.
Damn it.
Oh, shout out to Veneer. How you doing?
You alright?
Good row.
You sure she's still friendly? You want to keep talking?
You can talk to her as much as you want.
Apollo must have. We just need to get through to her. That's all that we need to do.
All right, let us know how it goes.
We'll be chilling.
Is it bad when the evil warlock is the one who's trying to be, who thinks that she can be saved?
It's pretty bad.
Okay, so with that, that's going to bring us around over to Chinosa, who, from where you're standing behind that pillar, you would have heard them yelling out, but you would not have seen her.
Well, Kepsik. I already know what Kepsik's gonna do. He's gonna continue punching on this body.
Okay, so Chinosa comes jogging up beside a very oversized Tarhoon. And then she gets silent. And what you thinking, Sarah?
I want to cast darkness.
Okay, where are you casting it?
That's where. And it's a 15-foot radius.
It's a 15-foot radius, so yeah. And it's supposed to be a circle. Okay. Oh, a 15-foot radius. That's 6. Okay. Giant circle of darkness, and where'd you say you wanted it centered on? Hold down your token to it. Okay. You're centering it right there. That look good?
Yep.
Okay. That was Tarhoon, as you notice, this dark-haired girl comes sort of jogging up beside you, reaches in and grabs hold of some sort of symbol on her, reaches out and holds her hand out at that wooden platform. All of a sudden, a giant black orb appears, obscuring the area in darkness. Okay. And that all you're doing, Chinosa? Sarah, that ends your turn?
Hold on, I'm gonna see if I have anything I can use for a bonus.
I think the only one you've got right now would be Wrathful Smite.
Yeah, it looks like that. So, yeah, I think I'm done.
Okay. So we'll bring this over to Capsic again.
Alright. Yeah, Capsic's still with his meal, so he's just gonna walk over next to Veneer, and then I'm gonna hold my action for when Fauna reappears.
Okay, and what action are you holding?
I'm holding hold person.
Okay. You got a hold person held. Veneer, what are you doing? You've now got a massive black orb of darkness in between you and the last spot you saw.
Try talking to her.
I'm gonna hold my attack, or if she fires at me to as kind of like a retaliate in a way.
Okay.
But now I'm just gonna go telepathic.
Okay.
And basically say, Fauna, he is controlling you. You can break this. You are stronger than this.
As you reach out for that telepathic connection, you're not getting anything. Normally when you've reached out, even when people were ignoring you, you still felt that connection. You're not getting that sensation from this.
Damn it, should unplug your phone.
So you're holding your action, that'll end
Yep.
stay where you are. Oh, and wait, what attack are you holding?
I'm holding a chilled touch.
Oh, okay. I'll bring us over to Tarhoon, who is still towering over everyone.
Does Tarhoon notice Veneer not looking so hot?
If you look over to him, you can see that from when you walked over to him a few moments ago, you could already see that he had some bangs and scrapes on him, and now he's got an arrow sticking out of him as well. So yeah, I'd say you're probably pretty sure he's in some rough shape.
Right, Tarhoon is going to, as he's reciting a prayer, he's going to just set his very large finger on the top of Veneer's head and look towards Veneer and say, feel the power of the good book. And I'm going to I'm going to lay on hands and give you some of my hit point pool. I guess I'm going to go with, we'll give you 15 hit points.
A book to a fallen angel.
So Veneer is this massive dragonborn reaches out and puts one finger on your head. Picture basically Andre the Giant with his thumb petting a pug. Sort of
Yeah. Well, the pup.
See, feels better, doesn't it? I'm gonna walk forward just about 5 feet And I guess I'm going. Tarhoon would just keep on really trying to inspect the area to see if he can see anything. But he's just. I use my action, so pretty much just
Okay.
sitting there looking.
And-
So that would end my turn.
As you're looking around, you see a massive orb of darkness right in front of you. So the last one where you saw Veneer yelling at, where you saw an arrow fly out of, is now all covered in basically it looks like a pool of ink.
Tarhoon's just looking from left to right. This could be problematic. That's the end of my turn.
Okay, and that will bring us over to Gabriel.
I'm gonna move and use my action to dash,
Okay.
and that's where I get to.
Whew.
Not bad. Okay, so you got
That old guy can move.
charging into the fray. Then we've got, that will bring us over to Subius. Let's see what he's got access to. Charts. Run through his key to do that. Okay. Actually, we haven't used that so. Let's go 13. Okay. Actually, do you think Vesuvius would he heal himself or heal somebody in the party?
As of right now, probably heal himself.
Yeah.
Okay. He's going to burn his healing hands on himself then, as an action, and then he'll use his movement heading over this way as he was, when JJ was here, his character seemed the most comfortable with you and Tarhoon, so he'll start heading over, heading over towards you guys to see what you two are looking to get into. And that'll bring us over to Zrag.
All right. I guess I'll move over here, and I will hold a. I will hold a Toll the Dead spell, cantrip.
Okay, and what's your trigger for it?
Whenever I see fauna.
Okay. So you've got two people holding when they see fauna, one person holding when fauna attacks them. Okay. That brings us back over to our hidden missing fauna, who once more is going to take a pot shot out at Veneer. And this is just, despite her being hidden, this is just a straight roll.
Oh,
That will miss.
Okay.
It came for the darkness, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
Of course.
I guess I mean stop concentrating on the darkness.
Does she even
Oh,
know where to
God.
shoot from the darkness?
It's basically what, where is, there, it's basically what, Veneer, Kepsic, and everybody just saw was an arrow fly out like that. Oop, there it goes. It just came right out of the darkness that Veneer and missed.
You seem like you're getting to her, Veneer.
Well, she was aiming at Chinosa, but she hasn't been able to see Chinosa. So then she's picked on her secondary target, it appears, which is Veneer. And that brings us over to Chinosa, Speak of the Devil.
Well, she has arisen.
So, what you doing, Chinosa?
Would I have seen her jump to the back of those pillars at any point, or was I too focused on just sort of stabby stab?
No, you were up on the other side, and by the time you moved down and when you were over here, oh, that is about the clicker. When you were standing over here, this 10 by 10 square right here is a pillar that's about 6 or 7 feet off. So that would have been over your head and blocking your view into the other area.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna move over by Gabriel then and see what he's up to.
Okay. Okay, and anything else you're doing, or just catching up with him?
Drop the darkness, please.
Hello, darkness, smile.
I like the darkness. She's gonna hold. Hold on.
Can't hit her if you can't see her.
Oh,
Actually,
you
might have a way
can
around that.
try, you just have disadvantage.
All my spells require vision.
Yeah. You could fire anything you want
She's
to.
gonna hold. She's gonna hold a hellish rebuke for when she sees Fauna.
Oh,
He-
okay.
Hellish Rebuke's a reaction. You can't hold a reaction.
Okay.
It's a reaction spell.
You-
Then
What you can do is
I'm
you can
gonna
hold like a javelin throw or an attack or something, and then do it. And then if she hits you, then you can also Hellish Rebuke.
I'm gonna hold a Morning Star attack then.
Oh, okay. And that will bring us back over to Capstick.
Alright. My first blind failed. I'm just going to start randomly striking lightning in the darkness.
Okay, flag me a spot that you get.
Alright. Let's start here. Oh. Why is it not pinging now?
Are you not on the mouse pointer tool?
No, I am. That's weird. Okay. But like,
No, you're on the ruler. That's why it's not doing it.
well now I am. It's not showing up for me. That's why. But this bottom square.
So right there.
Yeah. Hold on, I have to refresh this
Oh,
page
okay.
because nothing's showing up for me.
While you're refreshing, I'll say you strike lightning and you hear a very satisfying thud and some dirt and stone moving around. Nothing else.
Hmm. Might just have to shatter it.
Oh, that'll bring us over to Veneer while Capstick is resetting his system.
Alright. Then come up here. And the spell does not say I need line of sight. I will cast Hex on her.
Huh. Let me check Hex real quick.
They'd probably just go into the darkness, and then it just adds to the darkness.
You place a creature on a creature that you can see.
Oh, fuck.
First line of the spell.
I failed my perception check to read the spell, okay? Alright. I'll do that chilled touch. Just shoot it down this little line, this little column here that I'm just on.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll.
And then in my mind, it's just, please let this Snap her out of it.
Okay. As you fire it down and it go right into the darkness where you aimed it to, you get
Yep.
you don't feel anything. It vanishes into the darkness, no effect.
And then I think I'm gonna taunt her. Just go, wow, fun. No wonder the bird survived with your shitty shooting. Veneer's gonna die. He's gonna die an asshole.
She'd probably retaliate with something along the lines of, "Would you like a rapier up your ass, then?"
It's not actually fauna. I think it's just an image of fauna.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, but like, if it were fauna, it'd probably be a retaliation of sorts with her
Oh.
rapier.
In a way, Veneer's kind of using that little goad to try to bring, because the real fauna would come out swinging towards. Really was her.
Can I break my trigger and just cast a firebolt into the darkness?
Sure, if you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna since I thought the darkness would go away or she'd come out, so I'll just at disadvantage.
Okay. As you fire it into the darkness, nothing.
So she's not in the darkness anymore. Because even with disadvantage, that would have hit if she was in the
Yeah, it
darkness. She's not in the darkness anymore.
Well, she could have been with Brian's because he specifically said down one specific path. But yeah, if you're just blind firing it in there after her, yeah, that's not going to hit her. Okay, so that brings us to Tarhoon. And Tarhoon, you're sitting there as Veneer's firing off spells. Now Zarag is shooting stuff into the darkness.
Yeah, I'll just yell at Chinosa to drop the darkness. It's actually killing us with it up.
Yeah, I can't see a thing.
You're helping her. Stop it.
I'm just sitting there twirling the flail, not really sure what to do.
Flail, the original fidget spinner.
Relieves a lot of stress.
Are you holding an action or doing anything at all?
I guess I would just... Tarhoon would take a defensive stance, so
Okay.
he would do that. That would be his turn.
And that will bring us back over to Gabriel.
Gabriel's gonna be moving around a bit. Can I make a perception check right here?
You can. It would use your action, but
That's fine.
huh. And as you turn the corner, you notice Fauna ducked down behind the pillar.
I will do my best to point her out then.
Okay, from where you were situated, the only one who can see you pointing is Chinosa. Because there's that giant orb of black between and body part of the instrument between you and everyone else. So Chinosa is
She's about 40 feet in front of me behind the pillar.
So anything else you're doing? That's movement, action, any bonus?
I don't really have any bonuses actions that I can use right now.
Okay, so I'll bring us over to Vesuvius, who's basically seeing Gabriel wander off. He's going to take a couple of steps forward up beside Turn and just go, hey, so what's going on? Why is everyone acting around and shooting things at this ball of darkness?
There's something about Fauna, and I haven't seen her. I'm as confused as you are.
And that will end his. He's just going to hang there and bring us back over to Zrag.
I'm just gonna... I'm gonna jump into the darkness. Hoping that as I yell, turn off the darkness! And hold...
Well, okay, are you trying to jump? The area you're running into, so in between those two columns, it literally looks like the inside of that musical instrument, the lyre. Are you trying to climb up onto the wooden platform on top, or are you trying to go like in between where the...
just in between. I'm not trying to climb at all. I'm just trying to get like over on the other side of it.
Okay. Yeah, so as you run into it, you get in between. You're sort of straddling and pushing your way through two of the strings that are running vertically between the bottom of these sculpture and that top wooden platform where Fauna had appeared earlier.
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna hold a Toll the Dead cantrip again.
Okay, and triggers when you see Fauna.
Yep.
Okay. So with this, as Fauna has heard Gabriel call out and point out where she is, she's going to take off this way. Yeah. As she goes out over here, he's going to take a shot at Veneer again.
Ah.
And apparently miss.
Nope, that meets.
Wow. Okay, roll a con save. That does not meet. Okay, do me a favor, roll 1d4. And you take 1 damage from the arrow.
Oh, gods.
Okay. Good to know.
You're insane!
Okay.
So I have to wait for the effect then?
You don't know?
Oh, you bastard.
I don't like where this is going.
I love where it's going. Okay.
It's a blessed arrow to destroy unholy.
Okay. So with that, actually she's got 5 more feet of movement. Why can I knock it off the thing? Thank you. Okay, she is going to take 5 more steps towards this way. That'll end her turn and bring us over to Chinosa, who has heard, you heard Gabriel say that he was in front of her, but then you heard the twang of a bowstring and probably a muttered curse from the warlock, from one of the strange people, because you don't really know any of them yet.
Would she have heard the hobgoblin sort of yell, turn off the darkness?
Oh, definitely. He was probably screaming that at the top of his lungs as he plunged into it.
She sighs, turns it off, figures that Fauna's probably not near Gabriel anymore, since she heard a bowstring snap and the other weird being with like horns and wings mutter something that's not dragon-like. So she's gonna probably go back.
And as you get up there, you are now able to see Fauna. Well, actually, you don't know who Fauna is, but you can now see this the strange, elvish-looking archer who's been taking pot shots at people in the distance.
If you are from my father, please just go away. Everything will be solved at some point. And you can live freely-ish, I hope. And that's probably the end of her turn.
Okay. We'll bring us back over to Kepsik. Kepsik, you on a glowing, sort of semi-transparent image of Fauna come running by and fire an arrow into Veneer. It didn't seem like it did a whole lot of damage, but you're not really sure.
Alrighty then. Well, I'm just gonna hold person, Fauna.
Okay. Let's see here. Wisdom save.
Yeah, can I see her from where I am, or is this pole in the way?
Hold on, I got the sheet up in front of me trying to make a wisdom check.
Yes.
Okay. So, paralyzed for up to a minute. Lovely. Okay.
I got her, friends.
Happens. And from where you... oh my word, stop. One click. Roll20 is being my friend tonight. From where you are, no, you won't be able to see her.
That's fine.
I'll turn to Veneer and just say, alright, now try talking to her. Even though I really don't think she's real.
Can I make an Arcana check to see if I know what spell Kepsik cast?
Sure.
Damn.
You know exactly what he cast.
All right, I'll just tell everyone, just go over there and surround her. No one actually hit her though. We'll just one shot her.
We'll just one shot her, alright.
Everyone walk up to her and hold an action.
You get the strange feeling that that plan was recommended to him by Apollo. I'm not sure if you're So bring us to Veneer. Veneer, what you doing? Fauna is now
Regardless, it's a good plan.
Well, listening to a game on Tuesday. I know that if we pull that, the DM will pull something to get revenge on a cleric from that game. But no, Veneer's basically gonna look down at the arrow that was embedded in him. Take 3 steps. Bonus action Hex.
Okay. Disadvantage on.
Wisdom.
Make it strength. Because it's not wisdom saving throws.
Or what?
It is wisdom saving throws to break hold person, if that's what you're referring to.
Wisdom.
But Hex doesn't do it to wisdom. It is wisdom doesn't. The Hex doesn't affect saving throws.
Yeah, it does. Disadvantage on saving throws.
Oh no, ability checks, not saving throws. He's right.
Okay, then we've been doing it wrong the whole time.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Because Percy from Critical Role, he's tried to do it a lot, and Mercer kept shitting on him for it.
Yeah, we've been screwing it up.
Alright then.
So, Dex.
Strength,
Dex.
in case Tarkun wants to grapple her.
I doubt. Do you really think Fauna has that much strength?
You guys, a disadvantage on Dex, you said, and what else are you doing? Oh, geez, go ahead and roll damage.
No, you just broke her out! What are you doing?
Would that have broken her out?
No, it's not dominate or suggest. She's paralyzed.
And then for the hex damage,
Let's see. Oh, it must be a different spell.
Yeah, I think you're crossing spells. So as you slam that into her, it looks like it definitely does a decent chunk of damage to her. Anything else you doing, Veneer?
nope.
Okay. That will bring us over to Tarhoon.
Tarhoon is very confused. um. Tarhoon would head that way. But is there anything I can do to see if I can tell if she's possessed, if there's something wrong with her, or
As you're walking up to her, go ahead. I'll say go ahead and make either an Arcana or a Religion check.
well, that's crap. Okay, I'll go with that one.
Okay, so as you're walking up and you're focusing on her, you're reach up and you sort of, touch your holy symbol a little bit as you're focusing on this apparition of Fauna that's appeared in front of you. And you get the strong sense that you've heard of things like this happening before. Deities sending forth basically a sort of avatar, a physical embodiment of a servant of theirs when they could not send the actual physical servant. It's a corporeal body, it functions, it understands, it has all the mental capabilities of the actual individual, all their skills. It's just not their actual body. As you're focused on a little bit though, you realize you haven't heard her say anything other than at the very, well actually you didn't notice when she first appeared, yeah, you haven't heard her say anything, which you also realize is very un-fauna-like from the time you guys had spent together.
Tarhoon, just to end his turn, would probably just look back at Kepsik and say, I think you need to eat this one.
Oh, finally! Getting permission.
And that would end my turn.
That'll bring us over to Gabriel.
Alright, so I'm just gonna start mapping out my movement because I'm gonna try to get as close to her as I can.
Oh, okay.
Alright, that brings me there.
Okay. That brings up, and that will bring us over to Vesuvius again, who's going to take a couple of steps up right behind Tarhoon. Just to be near in case something happens, but beyond that, not doing anything. He realizes this isn't so much his thing at the moment. And that'll bring us over to Zerag, who is currently, was in the process of trying to crawl between a couple of strings on the bottom of this instrument.
All right, I guess. Let's see. I'll go ahead and move over here, and I'll go ahead and
pop your head around, you see the woman who's been taking pot shots at people, and you can see she is currently paralyzed.
So does that mean all attacks have advantage against her?
I believe it's only melee attacks. I don't think it affects range. Let me take a look. Vision's paralyzed. Okay, incapacitated, can't move or speak. Attack rolls have advantage, yeah.
And it's just melee's that auto crit, right?
Melee auto crits, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and shoot a firebolt at her.
Okay. Okay, so as Gabriel has walked up beside her, all of a sudden they stop picking her up. Oh my word, this... Don't do what I tell you, you stupid git. There we go. Okay, so as Gabriel walked up, you guys watch a small flaming dart leap out of Zrag's hand and slam into the side of the funnel-like apparition.
That'll be my turn.
Okay. So that will bring us over to Lana, who is currently incapacitated. So at the end of her turn, she is going to make her wisdom save to try to break out of Kepsik's hold. And what's the DC on yours, Kepsik?
15.
Okay. Wisdom save. Oh. She is still trapped in the mental clutches of Kepsik.
Also, call lightning finish since I forgot that it was hold person's concentration.
Ah, okay. Okay, so that will bring us over to the black-haired Chinosa. Person who shot an arrow at you at the very beginning is there and immobile.
Can I use my action to dash, or?
Yep, so that'll give you double your move.
Okay. So. And that's all I really can do right now.
Okay. And that will bring us back over to Kepsik. And fresh in your ears, you hear the recommendation of Tarhoon saying you need to eat this one.
I like how you think. I'll move closer to her. And then,
Guiding bolter.
that's what I was going to, actually. Yeah, I'm just going to guiding bolter.
Okay.
I level 3.
You have advantage, so.
Go ahead and roll again because you have advantage, because that's not going to hit. And that one actually would. And as the guiding bolt slams into this form that is currently held in place, looking towards over in your direction with nothing but hatred in your eyes. Your radiant energy slams into the body, and in a flash of white light, it vanishes. And with that, you guys are out of initiative.
Oh, Kepsik, you won't get to eat.
Mother.
I know.
fuck?
It's okay. There's bodies up the stairs. So anybody know what that was?
The best things I could do is either our history or Arcana. But Tarhun knows what it is. He made a check.
It's Apollo trying to get in our way.
Wow, what a surprise! One of the supposed good gods getting in our...
Apollo's not a good god. I don't know what you think he is, but he is not a good god. He is
No
the
god is.
opposite. He's a
Well, you
piece
guys-
of shit.
Well, while you guys are talking about this, I gotta go get a few snacks before we leave.
Zrag will like I don't know if you should be eating like temple guards kind of thing. I think the town's gonna frown upon this.
10 gold
Skeptic
says you
thinks-
make indigestion.
Just
Skeptic stops for a moment. It's like, huh.
we're in that. Remember that major mining town where we
Oh,
slept?
yeah,
That's where we're at right now. We
Mm. Alright, little nibble.
Capsic, they're right. It may be frowned upon just a tad.
Oh no, go ahead. Eat it. I want to see you get the indigestion.
I mean, I've eaten a lot of things so far, and I haven't gotten this.
I was gonna say he's eating Blue Dragon Heart.
As Skeptic looks at the guy on the steps less than 15 feet from him that's missing all of the front of his face. But has
That
all
was the wolf.
full plate.
Zrag's gonna look around at everyone. So we're in the town. We killed their church guards. I'm pretty sure we're going to jail.
Well, we were already wanted criminals to begin with because of a certain cult.
Not in this town. Oh, well, yeah. I was gonna say, well, as far as I know, not were you guys wanted in this town?
I think
Not
we're
yet.
wanted everywhere, right?
I haven't seen any wanted posters yet.
Well, we're about to.
What's a few missing guards? They were weak anyways, it's fine.
Those guards threw the first punch. It was self-defense.
And I don't think it's normal for just sculptures just to come to life and attack people.
Oh, trust me, with this Apollo, it is. It's bullshit. By the way, are we introducing ourselves? Why the fuck are you all here?
No, we're here to take you back to your grandma to get paid. That's really it.
I'm pretty sure my grandmother is dead, sir.
Well,
Well-
someone's paying us.
Well,
dude.
some woman at a house down the street's paying us to return you. So,
And I need to speak to my father. And now that the little pesks are out of the way, I'm going to do that.
Where is your father?
Hopefully, somewhere in this temple, and if not in the temple, I can get a hold of him via this fucking temple, the asshole.
I look over at Tyrone. Why is she cussing at you? Would you-
No, I'm
would-
not
would-
cussing at him. No, I am cussing at my father.
Oh,
What
For
is
some
with
reason,
this
it's
dripping
when,
family issues?
when you make me big like this, I just get really intimidating, and people just have to cuss me out. I don't get it.
Maybe you should show her who's boss.
Yeah, go fuck yourself, Tarhun. As Veneer says with a shitty.
Whoa! I he's talking shit to you. You don't seem very well respected.
I was not meaning to cuss at you, though. She was more so cussing at Apollo, but she keeps referring to him as her father, and so you guys aren't exactly sure what's going on.
Oh, Gabriel rolled high enough on his religion check. He knows exactly what's going on.
Trust me, Tarhun hasn't understood what's been going on this whole time. He's just.
I forgot. Did we roll religion checks to? I know.
Okay. You're pretty sure with that role, as Fauna keeps referencing and calling him
You mean
Dad.
Shinosa?
I'll get over it.
Well, we haven't been introduced yet. Name.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
as you make this role, you are pretty sure that you, in your studies and reading, the gods like to come down and get a little freaky, and they've been known to have some half-breeds. She keeps calling him Daddy.
I think Veneer is very familiar with this.
What is with it?
You think, there might be another one like you. A
This
lot.
group and daddy
Oh,
issues.
shh. As I just look at her. Wow. For once, I thought I was the only one.
You're nothing special, Veneer. Don't worry.
Well, either you guys can take your leave, say that I got killed or lost within the battle,
Well, then we won't get paid.
Yeah, I'm like,
Wait,
I didn't
wait,
need
you-
to get
Or-
paid.
You said your
can attempt
grandmother was
to-
dead?
yes.
Then who was the lady that we talked to?
That was
The
her
only
mother.
other living relative of mine, besides the asshole father that fucking left me, is my mother, and I love her to bits and pieces and promised her I'd come back in a moment.
So your
Yes,
mother's
well,
the one who's
she
gonna
put
pay
up-
us.
She put out a bounty to try to find.
She's probably worried because my dad's an asshole, and he left me when I was 18, give it or take, and I'm
Hold on,
still
hold on,
not
hold on.
happy with him.
I don't care about that. We're getting paid, right?
Yeah, we're.
Oh,
Zerag.
shut up for a second.
Whoa,
If
whoa
you
there,
want the money
tiny
that
friend.
badly, wait for just a damn moment for me to go in this temple and do what the fuck I came to do. Otherwise, you're not getting paid.
Well, I mean,
you can go
to
and
be
get
fair,
fired.
we could forcibly remove you from here. Don't. There's plenty of us to do this.
Did you forget my little darkness spell?
I could
sir?
give two shits.
I'll just
Like
walk
you
out of
can
it.
see through magical darkness.
Blitz.
She can cast magical darkness. It doesn't move.
She now hears in her head, please forgive them, they are idiots.
I'm the smartest one in the group. What are you talking about?
You didn't hear that, son.
She responds back in her head. You seem to be less of an idiot, but still one. And we still haven't introduced ourselves, so why the fuck should I go with you people?
And he's just saying back in his this is gonna be telepathy. Greetings, I am Veneer, son of Asmodeus.
Oh, hello. I am Shinosa, daughter of Apollo. And Apollo seems to be taking females, so I'm trying to see if I can
Yes.
maybe convince him not to. However, I kind of want to bitch slap him in the face for leaving me,
What's going on with here?
Yes. That person we were fighting was one of our companions that he took. But nonetheless, I have been expecting to run into you. My master has given me a vision of you, said that you could be a great ally in the future for a fight we have on our hands.
Sounds like fun. I'm sorry about your ally. And yeah.
Please
So,
continue on with what you need to do. I will at least be here waiting.
So since this is all in telepathy, and
At
there's just a
least
big
you
long
will be.
pause.
And while you guys, this is all going on while you guys are spouting out your bullshit.
Yeah, Zarag will just look at Gabriel and Veneer, go in with her, let her do her thing. Me and Kepsic will wait out here, and then we'll all take her back to her mother.
I'll look back.
All right.
I don't know. I might catch on fire.
All right. Well,
F.
I look over at Kepsic and Tarun. Do either one of you want to take his place?
I'm not in
no.
as good of shape either with Apollo, so if I catch on fire, that'll be fun as well.
Oh please. I
She-
am this.
She cannot go in there by herself.
Well, that's
She
what.
cannot go in.
I-
I mean, do you see all these creatures that just came to life out here? I mean, this was just the front porch.
Yes, however, I still have my holy symbol. I'll be fine by myself.
All right, we all gotta fucking go in now. Let's go. God.
What we're going to do is we're going to take a brief 5-minute break here because Roll20 has frozen my web browser. I can't
Yeah,
do
I'm,
one thing, I have to
I've been,
reset my
yeah,
computer.
I've been hearing the dings coming through Discord.
Yeah. I really hope my
Rest
god.
before going in, guys. I'd like to get some spells back.
So, well, let's take 5, get a drink, use the restroom, whatever you need to do. I'm going to reset my computer and I'll be back.
Sounds
All
good.
right. See you in a bit.
So yeah, long rest. Sound good?
Yeah, we can't really do that.
Okay. Should have saved my last 3rd level
If you
then.
want to be well
Instead of
traveled,
guiding
start
bolt.
by, ooh, is that a Galaxy SA?
But it was worth it.
Hello.
Are you live streaming tonight? Excellent. Anybody tune in?
Just me.
Just.
It's okay, friend.
I really hope this one works the way I wanted the last one too, but we'll see. And the fog of war tool is such a pain in the butthole. Is everyone back?
I think so.
Sarah, are you here? Nope.
I need to do this, Michael.
It's all my fault.
Well, just getting in practice for Tuesday. Needs to show Alex what it's like to lie, so Alex can come up with something to tell the group.
Got to hurt. Cloud's gonna cry. Cloud's gonna cry.
That's okay. Cloud's good at his deity.
My deity is going insane. Cloud's not in a good place right now. His friends are dying.
Hopefully Alex has a good story to tell. I'm not thinking Alex is going to make it there for the start of the thing. Never mind, be there for the whole thing. Okay, so, come on. There we go. Okay, so Darhun has shrunk down. I'm just dragging you guys up here for a moment because no, when I got ready to leave, you guys were talking about potentially going somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, so well, we are going to throw you in there anyway, so at least you can see what's happening.
You guys gotta yell really loud if you need our help.
I really think you guys should come.
I'm basically out of spells, so...
We just about got mauled by wolves and griffins that used to be statues. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a fight.
Good luck, guys. She said she has her holy symbol. She's fine.
Alright, I'm back.
Better.
150 platinum, 15 platinum, so 150 gold, yeah.
Who needs money anyways for their stuff? I don't give you gold.
There might be some interesting things in here to eat, Kepsic.
See, there's interesting things out here to eat too.
Come on, Sarah.
think she said she was back.
Sarah, you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh,
I think we're waiting on LeBrian. Also, why do you keep trying to entice one of them with eating things? That doesn't sound healthy.
You get kind of used to it.
Thanks, Tarun.
If it's how I get them to go from place to place with us, then so be it.
Well, from place to place with you, I don't know most of you all that well, and only one of you knows me, to my knowledge. But I could be
sorry.
wrong.
I'm sorry. My name is Tarhoon.
Nice to meet you. I am Shanosa. And the rest of you?
I am Gabriel.
I'm just hungry.
I can't remember what JJ's character's name was.
Vesuvius.
Vesuvius.
It's almost Varsivian, but not quite.
Yeah.
He named himself after, I'm assuming, the mountain by the same name.
You know, this is Varsuvius. We're not really sure who
Why
or
did I
what
kill-
exactly he is, but
Okay.
Came out of-
I've got,
came out of a book.
I've got a Gabriel, a Vesuvius, a Tarhun, and a. You said Vinir?
Yes, I did.
And
Indeed.
she's sort of looking at the other two, waiting
I'm-
for their response.
I'm just really hungry.
Is your name really hungry? Because I doubt that. Name?
I look at Zerag and just like, after you. I'm Kepsic.
Nice to finally meet you all. I would offer to double my mother's gold, but I don't have that much gold on me at the moment. But I can almost promise you I'll be fine in the temple by myself.
Look at Zerag. See?
And she mutters idiots under her breath, but that's about it. And she reaches for her holy symbol with her left hand, taking a deep breath in through her nose and breathing it out through her mouth, preparing to enter.
Kepsic nods and just like, in his mind, he's moving her up to the list of people he's going to eat first.
Hey, where the hell did Brian disappear to?
I think he
Bathroom?
went to the bathroom. It's gonna be like an hour, not really, probably more of 30 minutes.
Okay, so we've got Chauncey's heading in. Gabriel, you staying or going?
I'm going in.
Okay. What do we think Monk Boy would do?
Is Veneer going in? If Veneer is going in, then Monk Boy would go in. I think.
Fair enough.
Probably true.
And
I think Veneer said beforehand he was going in, so.
yeah, I'm assuming given the conversation him and Chauncey had, and they both half breeds, I can totally believe him agreeing to go in with her. Okay. So yeah, so you got them in. What about you, Tarhoon?
Tarhoon's gonna go in.
Okay.
As he makes one last ditch effort to talk Zrag and Kepsik into coming in with him. To no avail.
If you really need help, just yell really loud. We might come.
Okay, so looks like we've got everybody heading in. And what's the marching order here?
I'm
Right.
probably like the closest to the front, maybe like 5 feet away from everyone else, trying to just sort of be like, no, this is my responsibility. I wanted to do this. Go away.
De Niro, give her space, but still go in just in case.
Like,
Tarhoon
she
will bring
didn't
up the
say
rear.
go away. She's just like, she wants to do this on her own, and you can sort of tell that. But if you guys still want to keep an eye on her, she's not going to push you away.
Okay, so Tarhoon's bringing up the rear. Gabriel, where would you be?
Right where he is.
Oh, hold on, let me jump over to that screen. I'm getting you guys set up to enter someone in a different spot here. Okay. Oh, perfect. And what we'll do is we'll stick Monk Boy in the middle. Because he always wants to be near, so I'll set you guys up in a little cross pattern here. Okay.
Damn it. It's too bad the other two won't come, because of those we can make a true or just...
Okay. Actually, okay, we're going to change up a little because Johnson said she'd be about 5 feet ahead, so set it up like that. And then we've got the collective heads of, we'll just be leaning up here on the outskirts. And we're going to real quick draw object. Give me a second, I just gotta block up yours because Fog of War is being a royal pain.
We're watching for people trying to sneak up behind you guys. Think of it that way.
Like the guard that's on their way now to arrive and arrest all of you.
I mean, we'll slow them down before they arrest you guys too.
Oh, you gotta remember, they're gonna walk up and see somebody whose face was eaten off by something with big carnivorous teeth, and then see something with big carnivorous teeth sitting next to the dead body.
Whoa, there's 2 wolves.
He's inside. He sees a hobgoblin and a lizard folk sitting next to a bunch of dead bodies.
racism.
That's true. I am a cleric.
Okay, so let's see here. We gotta jump over here.
Yeah.
Gabriel
They were
didn't
just
murder
so-
anybody.
they're
He
just-
just knocked people out.
Okay, so as we let me drag you guys over here. Come on. Perfect. Okay.
Darkness smiled.
It's so dark.
You guys don't have visual?
I have Tarhoon with the black screen.
I have Capsic.
Part of the
good.
map is black for me, but that's it.
Yeah, that's just due to visual effects.
Okay.
That's black for me, so.
Okay, what about now?
I can see the whole screen.
Still
Yeah,
black.
Still black for me.
Okay, what the hell does Gabriel have that you guys know? Let's see. Oh, wait, I bet I know. Oh, it says you have sight. Huh. Okay, Kepsic does not have sight. Okay, can you see now, Kepsic?
I can just see myself. But if it's like dark in the place, I don't have dark vision or anything like that.
No, it's not dark, it's globally illuminated. Let's try this. And that's how I'll just to figure out why dynamic lighting's acting
Oh,
up. There you go.
there it is.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can see.
Now I can see.
Okay. Oh, forgive me, the grid lines are not going to match up. I was messing with it for a while and it just didn't want to line up right, so you're going to snap into weird places and be a little out of kilter with the lines, but okay. You guys are standing outside, two closed doors at the moment. Everyone stands behind,
Yep,
waiting for
she's opening the door.
Good luck, friends. It was nice knowing you all.
Sarah, are you there?
Yeah, sorry. I was just trying to see if I could get closer to the doors without actually being on the doors. And I can't exactly tell, but Chinosa would probably get up to the doors and knock as loud as she possibly could on them.
Okay.
Meaning, if need be, she'd hit it with her Morning Star a couple of times.
Well, how do you want to, realistically, how do you want to do it? Do you want to bang on it with the Morning Star? Do you want to rap with your knuckles?
Probably the Morning Star.
Oh, okay. So as you guys watch as Fauna walks up to the door and gives it 3 raps, boom, 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 on these oversized metal doors. And after a couple of moments, you hear it sounds to be voices from within yelling out, "Who the hell's knocking on the door? I mean, don't they even think to try to open it? It's a bloody church. The doors are open." A few moments later, gentleman walks up. No, stick him right on the door then. Gentleman walks up, and you hear as these 2 large metal doors are swinging. You hear them scraping across the stone, the square stone tiles on the inside as they swing the doors in. And you see another one of the temple guards standing there, great sword on his back. And actually, before you guys opened this, did you do anything with the bodies? Did you move the bodies, or you just right where they were?
Let's say we moved the bodies. How about that? Capsic and Zarag moved the bodies out of the sight. That way, if a guard came, they would not get in trouble.
Good thinking, Kepsic and Zrag.
So is
While kept himself up to the side having a snack.
All right.
so as the doors open, the guard looks out and sees the group of you, but doesn't and sees the group of you looking a little rough, and looks at. Can I help you?
I would like to go to the altar and pray. I'm sorry for the door. I'm just not used to being let into these kind of places, considering the God that's worshipped in them.
Saying that, he takes a half a step back and looks over his left shoulder, then back at you. Why wouldn't you be let in?
The God that you are worshipping is not exactly, per se friendly with me. Although I have his holy symbol, which is, probably odd to you. May I go to the altar now?
Sure, but if you don't mind, I'm gonna have my friend there tag along with you, just in case.
I'm not going to do anything stupid. I just need to hopefully make sure that the God hears me.
Oh. You're free to enter.
She nods, slightly bows, and starts walking towards the altar.
I never put away my holy symbol.
Sure. And so as you guys are walking in, Gabriel, specifically as you walk in, you sort of get, I won't say a dirty look, but sort of a little bit of a sideways glance. Same with Tarhoon. Veneer, they don't seem to pay much mind to you, as at the moment you just look like a robed human individual.
Mm-hmm.
As you guys make your way up the long,
Would you guys mind staying below the staircase?
Veneer wasn't even planning on going past this point.
Oh, good, and that means, it was Vesuvius, he'll be right behind you. All right.
Gabriel will wait right here at the stairs then.
So will Tarhoon.
I don't even need to detect. I don't even need to speak telepathically with Vesuvius to know what he's thinking. Give me a shit.
She goes up to the altar and grasps her holy symbol and starts muttering to Apollo that he needs to stop whatever he's doing. If he has something he needs to tell her, he should tell her directly, even though he abandoned her. And she's sort of dissing on him, but not too hard, because she also knows that one of the guards is near her and she doesn't want him to think that she's trying to get into a fight.
And you're saying this verbally? Or is this just...
It's more muttered, so
Okay.
it's verbal, but not like super duper loud. It's more of...
Sarah, you also don't have to speak it in common either. You can speak it in one of your other languages.
This is true too.
It's probably gonna be in Celestial then.
I understand that.
So if you want to, go ahead and make a perception check, where she said she's muttering under her breath. We'll see if you hear anything.
Would a passive of 16 make it?
From that distance and her speaking under her breath, probably not. I mean, you might catch an odd word or two, but okay, you've got a pretty good idea as you're sitting there and she's speaking in Celestial. You're pretty sure you got a decent idea what she's saying. Even if you miss an odd word here or there, it's enough for you to get the gist of her feeling. For you, Chinosa, as you're saying these prayers and trying to have this conversation, you don't. When you first found your faith, and before you knew he was your father and he had left, when you would pray and you would have this moment where you would feel almost like a warmth, and you always believe that to be due to the light of Apollo falling on you. As you're at this altar and you're speaking these words and you're trying to have this conversation with them, you don't feel that warmth like you used to. You get that same sort of empty sensation you've had since you realized he was your father, since you realized he had abandoned you. A good
After
30
giving
sec-
like a few moments of sort of waiting for his response in any way, shape, or form, she's all like, "And this is why you abandoned me," in Celestial. Really loud. "Okay, bye, Dad." And then she mutters that he's a bitch in Abyssal before turning and leaving.
I don't know that language.
As you say goodbye, Dad, and you turn to start walking away before you mutter an abyssal, you just hear one phrase come to the back of your mind. Stay out of this. You are no family of mine.
"Oh, goody goody gumdrops, Daddy! Can't wait to meet you!" And that's in common.
And give me a second here. Let's see, I got that marked down. We're just gonna make I'll try to get kicked out so I can't just use the up arrow. Okay. So his extra language, he does not know Abyssal, so he did not hear you call Apollo a bitch. So Fauna's come in. Fauna, Jesus, Chinosa, I could have smacked off my phone. You know what? I'm pulling Fauna off my monitor. Okay. So, what is the group's plan?
Tarhoon is he was kind of walking around just like inspecting the inside of this temple. Are these curtains over here on the right side where Tarhoon is?
No, I couldn't find one that had a nice long way. So this one, the image actually has wings that aren't supposed to be there.
Oh, okay. All right,
So,
cool.
yes, those are curtains, but not in the real world.
Okay, gotcha.
Come on, let's go before we piss off the gods more. I need to tell my mom about this. She's not gonna be happy. Hi, you two. Come on, let's go.
At this point, not as of yet. They've only been in there maybe 5-10 minutes tops.
You said you wanted to go visit my mother? She's only worried because my idiot of a father is taking young females and she did not know what was going on. And considering I'm on his top priority to snatch list, she was very worried. Now, either you 6 can escort me home, or I can go home on my own and tell my mother what happened. care about is your reward. You're a spellcaster that doesn't even seem to be worth anything. Jesus.
I don't know you, so yes, that is all I care about.
You never had to actually get involved in the fight. You could have backed away very slowly, listened to the sounds of battle, and maybe dragged a dead body out. That could have been mine, but that's not my problem, is it?
Well then, yeah.
Order.
Let us just go.
Hobgoblins, man.
And Draconic under my breath, I'm just like, I can't wait to eat this one.
Genosa's probably like twirling her scythe a little bit, not so much so that she hits anyone, but just to sort of play with something.
Okay, so you guys make your way back from the temple, getting back out into the city streets of Winter Peak.
And no guards showed up. Holy shit.
Nope. Actually, let's do this. As you guys are starting to walk away, go ahead and make a perception check for me, anyone who feels like it.
Alright. What's this for again? Oh, thank God. Someone. I need that advantage. I did.
Okay.
Tarhoon has known nothing this entire time.
Capsicum, as you're walking away and, Genosa's leading the way, Veneer, Tarhoon, everyone seems to be walking away rather quickly. As you and Zrag start to sort of pull up the rear after that somewhat tense conversation you guys had with her a few moments ago, you get probably about maybe 25, 30 feet down the street away from the temple, and you hear a strange sound behind you. As you turn your head over your shoulder to look back, you see all 4 statues back in their place.
That's a good question.
The bodies are still, from where you are, you can't see them at the moment. You're assuming they're still where you laid them. But even from this distance down the street, those 2 7-foot square pillars on either side of the stairs and the 2 top pieces of the musical instrument, the statues are back in their positions.
We probably set the bodies on fire or bury them. One of the two. Probably fire, since I think me and you both have access to fire. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'd bury.
Okay, yeah, so you guys definitely didn't get any sort of rest then, because that would have taken you, between the two, you could have done it fairly quick, but still.
7, we were going heave ho. Hi ho, hi ho.
Sure. So as I don't know, you buried him. You gotta go dig him up now.
I'm okay. That was fun.
Yeah, it's some stuff Tarhoon would have liked. Would have saved him some money too. Make an intelligence check. Go ahead.
Michael, how much money do you need, by the way?
I'm not even 100% sure.
So, with a check like that, and given the conversations you guys had on the way down, yes, you would have been smart enough to take in the items of value from them. They had 2 great swords, and given the damage that was done to one of them, you were able to find 1 full set of plate mail.
Did anybody else hear that laugh?
Like I said, if the bodies hadn't been buried, if you guys had looted them, that's 1,500 gold for full plate.
So we didn't get the plate, or did we?
You and Drag took 1 set. Fauna, Chinosa destroyed the other one when she bludgeoned and slashed the guy to pieces.
Oh, okay.
Wearing it.
Those were some rich guards, man.
And nope, works for the church. But they had their weapons. They had, well, one of them still had their armor intact. The other 2 you left alive. They had 2 short bows between the 2 of them. About 13, 14 arrows left between the 2. And 2 short swords. And there he is.
I personally like getting hit. Makes me feel alive. Alive. I'll think for a bit. We could sell it. Let's give it to the big guy. All right. I'll catch up to Tarhoon and like pat him on the shoulder while we're walking and like show it to him or some of the pieces to him.
Tarhoon, all of a sudden Kepsa comes catching up behind you, sort of breathing a little heavy. As he's running around with 65 pounds of plate mail in his arms.
You think that'll fit me?
Shrug. We can maybe get a blacksmith to adjust the size. Zrag also said that you can add dragon scales to it.
I'm already made of scales.
It's to show off that we slayed that blue dragon.
Well, we definitely need some customization. This is atrocious looking.
Oh, I agree. And then I like kind of pushed the armor onto Tarhoon.
And it's got these like awful symbols on it. Some kind of musical instrument or something. Ugh.
What is this
Those are the
music?
only symbol to Apollo. You might want to remove those.
Yeah, I just kind of pushed the armor onto Tarhoon and like to get him to carry it.
As this is going on, you guys have been walking for about 15, 20 minutes now. As all of a sudden you notice Genosis stops in front of a familiar building, housing an older woman and a bedroom some of you creepily had searched. Zrag pushes past everybody, comes up front, raps on the door. No answer right away.
I got a really feeling
You and me both.
I have a feeling I'm not getting paid now.
So, Chinosa, what are you doing?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
So, what are you doing? Zrag just knocked on the door of your mother's house and got no answer.
Can I try and look through the windows to see if my mom's anywhere near?
Yeah, go ahead and you can take a look through. There's one window to the left of the door. Go ahead and make a perception check. Yep. So as you pull yourself up to the window, the iron shutters your mother insists on keeping are actually opened on this on the window. And as you look in, you can see her leaned back in the chair, tongue sort of slightly hanging out of the mouth, drool running down her chin.
For my sake, let's hope she's asleep. I will try opening the door. You idiots stay out. And I will try to wake her to let her know you brought me back safe and sound. But so help me if any of you enter. I mean, while I'm trying to get my mother up, I will have Apollo's wrath on you faster than you can say it.
Wouldn't Apollo not help you, though?
That doesn't mean I learned a few tricks from him. Now shut the fuck up.
Chinosa walks up to the door and sort of peeking over her shoulder at you guys every couple of minutes, goes through the different locks that her mother had on the door so she can get into the house. 20, 30 seconds later, pops in, you guys hear as she's opening the door, the sound of the heavy chains on the inside dragging across as she opens the door and walks inside. Chinosa, I'm assuming you're heading right to your mother?
After I shut and maybe block a couple of the locks on the door.
Okay, so as Chinosa walks in and closes the door behind her, and you guys don't think anything of it, then you hear the bolt, the chains, and then footsteps heading over towards the left, sort of towards the window she had looked through. Chinosa, as you get closer to your mother, go ahead and make another perception check now that you're in the room with her.
I see everything.
As you walk into the room and you're looking around, you can see the small pewter flask on the floor. Top's popped off it. You reach down, pick it up, and sniff. You're not sure if it's paint thinner or alcohol. Whatever it was strong. Put your finger under her nose and your hand sort of in front of her mouth, and you can feel the breathing. She appears to have drunk herself into a stupor.
I sigh lightly, knowing that she's still at least alive. And is there anything I can do to try and get her out of this stupor?
Realistically, in order to bring someone out of a drunken stupor out of character, you would need something like a lesser restoration.
I believe I have that. I do!
Okay, what level is it? Because I know you used a couple of level 1s before. Oh, it's a level 2, so yeah. So as you reach out and grab your holy symbol, utter a couple of words under your breath, and as you move your hand, you reach out and touch her forehead with 2 fingers. and you can feel the energy flow through your body and out your hands into your fingertips and into her. She's still asleep, but you're confident that she's no longer passed out drunk. You have the strong sense if you tried to wake her, she'd wake right up.
I take my hands away and try to wake her, be like, Mom, I'm home, and try gently shake her awake.
Okay, as you reach over and you shake her, and she cocks one eye at you, a little crooked. Oh, honey, you're back. You made it back. Oh,
Hi, Mom.
you're alone. Oh,
No, Mom. The people you sent out for me that are outside, I know they've been in here before, but I did not feel comfortable waking you up with them in the house. I wanted you to know I was okay first and not be bombarded by people.
Oh no, no, go bring them in. I promised to pay them. They've done me a good service bringing you home. Well, go.
I love you, Mom. And she goes and unlocks the door.
As you guys are all standing outside, all of a sudden you hear the sound of the chains again. Then a couple of bolts, another small chain, then the scraping as the wooden door is opened, and there before you stands Chinosa.
Come in, get your payment, and you'll probably be on your way. She rolls her eyes at this as she steps aside to let you guys in.
Veneer doesn't go in. Well,
Gabriel walks in.
Tarhun, what do you
and then Blitz. In Chinosa's head, well, I'm using telepathy. Say, I have a quick question for you.
Her eyes dart over to Veneer.
By any chance, have you ever heard of something?
Brian, you cut out.
Huh.
Can you hear me now?
He's still not back. Oh, there it is.
I basically. Have you ever heard of something called the primal magic? Just wondering if your father ever mentioned it to you.
I might have. What would I roll?
You can do either religion or arcana for that.
Shit.
I know nothing. I don't even know what the word primal means.
So, yeah,
Seeing the dumbfounded look, I get this hint.
you get a strange look. Chinosa, you've heard the phrase once or twice before, but beyond that, you know it's something that people speak about, like they speak about other myths and legends, just stories for children is all you really is how you read into it with that role. So you got Gabriel went in. Tarhun, are you going in or are you staying outside with Zrag and Kepsik?
Tarhun would reluctantly go in, but he'd go in after Gabriel, kind of slowly.
Okay, so and Veneer, you said you're staying outside as well?
Yeah. He wasn't. He didn't want to do this one for anyway, so he's not going in for the money.
Tarhun wouldn't be going in because of, a reward, just to make sure that that she was safe.
I kind of figured someone would be pulling that one.
Chinosa sort of looks at the three of you that are still outside and cocks her head. Why aren't you three going in? You two especially. You wanted the money.
Those guys can receive the award. Reward.
My mother would like to talk to all of you, I'm sure. Please, come in.
I look over at Kepsic, and David's not back. Shit. All right. I look at Veneer.
Oh God.
We should we go in? We'll just force Kepsic in if we all decide to go in.
If she wishes to speak with us, it would be rude to refuse her.
All right. We'll all go in.
And so as you guys all go in, Chinosa leads you into that same sitting room. As you guys are walking in, you see the woman sort of puttering around, setting out small cups in front of a bunch of seats around the table, starts pouring water and tea into them. And she notices you guys slowly walking. Oh, come in, sit around the table. I have tea. There's tea. I have poured tea for you.
I'll look at her and take a deep bow and drink some of the tea.
As he sees, is everyone else sitting? Is everyone standing?
Me and
Gabriel
Kepsic are
takes a
probably
seat.
standing.
Gabriel will take a seat and drink from the teacup that she gave him.
Veneer, Tarhoon,
Veneer will sit down.
not partaking in the tea though.
Yeah, he'll drink the tea.
Oh.
Just thank you for the tea.
And it was a lethal dose of cyanide. You're all dead.
And Tarhoon, what are you doing?
Tarhoon's just kind of would be standing there, just staring at this tea that the cup looks way too small for him. Like trying to figure out how to hold it in his fingers with his claws and things like that.
Could Chinosa realize this and try and find a bigger cup for him?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
I'm imagining Tarhoon holding this little like teacup plate in his hand with this little like teacup, like a little girl's like teacup set. You know, it's like...
He's forced to do the pinky thing for fear of his pinky breaking it.
Chinosa, as you're watching him and you see him sort of half reach down for a second, then sort of put his hand and look back and forth and just sort of stare at the teacup, you're like, yeah, we need something big and metal. you run off. Takes you probably a good 2 or 3 minutes, but you come back, and, sort of hold a hand up to him, pour it into a mug for him, and hand him the mug.
Yeah, that's better. Thank you.
She nods and goes off to the archway of the room, sort of. She's still standing in the room, but away from you guys, just sort of to keep an eye on all of you, since she isn't sure how to perceive you, but she notices her mother seemed to put a lot of faith in you in finding her, so she's just sort of there. She doesn't want any of the tea at the moment.
As Chinosa goes and stands over in the archway, mother walks over, sits down at the table, and sort of starts sipping a little bit of tea. So, daughter, where did you go? What happened?
I went to go speak with the asshole you know, as my father, to try and see what the fuck he's doing with all these other girls. But to no avail.
You know I want you to stay away from him.
I know, Mom, I know, but I also want to make sure that I am not causing issues for everyone else just because I am whatever the fuck I am to him. I'm sorry, I did not mean to worry you, and you know this.
No, but you know why we have these locks and these chains and keep them boarded up. He's made attempts to take you before. That's why when these capable and with a little sly sort of half grin at Gabriel, and in some case rather attractive, people came in to offer to take the bounty I had posted. I sent them because they seemed like they'd know how to handle themselves.
And I didn't, Mother. I love you to death, but I can handle myself. I was taught how to fight by him. So, no, I wouldn't be able to take him, but I would know how to fight and fend for myself. And you'll know I would do my best to come back to you as soon as I could.
You can't blame an old mother for worrying.
I know, and I'm very sorry for making you worry.
No, if you only went to talk to him, why did it take so long? I feel there's something you are not telling me.
Well, I went to talk to him originally, yes. However, the guards outside of his temple told me I was not allowed. So I may have persuaded my way in, to say the least, with a little bit of metal.
How many this time?
Let's see, there was... I only killed one that I know of. I think the other 3 were knocked out. Also, the statues came alive this time.
This happens on a regular basis.
With that, her mother turns to look at you a little bit and just sort of... He, like so many men, goes through phases, and when he decides he wants his child back, he can be a little bit of an asshole.
He doesn't want me back, Mother. He wants to use me. He never wanted me in the first place once he figured out that I was not up to his standards. He just wants to use me. That is all, Mother. He does not want me back.
Want back, want to use, he sees it as the same thing.
Sadly, I have to agree with you on that.
But it seems so. You and this band of people were able to deal with what he threw at you with no ill effects, nobody taken, no problems.
Well, apparently they had a party member taken from them prior, and Apollo had her show up, but other than that, it went fairly well, except for Apollo saying that I was no family of his when I prayed to him, so I don't know.
With this, you can see The older woman sort of run her fingers through her thinning hair and looks over at the rest of you. And this friend of yours who was taken, what happened? How? When? And this happens is the plate falls and shatters. That you have given me my daughter back. That we no worry about the plate. But your friend, tell me, how was she taken?
Vanished. Poof. Like magic.
A flash of light and she was gone. Blinding light and she was gone.
That's just how he has taken other. At least some of you seem to be able to speak proper. He gives a little half glance over at Zerag.
Well, why can't he just calm down himself if he wants to fight me or whatever that early? Why does he have to keep taking these young females from their homes, their families, their whatever, and forcing them to do his bidding? This is bullshit, Mother.
This is how the gods are.
Her mother laughs. It seems you have no love for the gods in you.
Well, I would assume there was something before I came around, because I would assume Apollo had won my mother over somehow, and it wasn't by stealing children, I would hope.
That's a story for another day. We don't discuss such things in mixed company.
Sorry.
But as she leans over a little bit towards you, Chinosa, and not as quietly as you would be comfortable with, says, "But he was packing."
Chinosa sighs and shakes her head. Mother, I did not need to know that, nor did these young gentlemen that supposedly saved me.
Gabriel keeps his composure.
Veneer needed that crit.
Apparently,
What exactly was he packing?
Ah.
Let's not go into detail, please. For the love of what little sanity I have.
At least 10 inches.
with this,
10 inches of what?
her mother, Chinosa, your mother looks at you, then looks at Veneer and looks at Tarhoon, and then just sort of to the middle of the room
Tarhoon
says,
spits a little tea out.
So, I take it he's not the one who plans the movements. This is good. So, what is next for you, my daughter?
Well, you know I want to get back at Apollo, but I do not want you to worry about me. Maybe I can make friends with these people and go with them. One of them is also a son of a deity, so, and he doesn't seem to like his father either. So maybe him and I can work together, if that is okay with you.
Yeah, this group has a lot of daddy issues.
Drag would just look over at Capsic and he'll send up.
Chinosa, were you asking that to your mother, or were you asking that to the other Demi in the group?
More so to my mother, like glancing every so often to Veneer.
Blitz, you're echoing.
Oh, sorry. Let me-
Yeah, I couldn't catch what Sarah was saying there.
Okay, go ahead and try it again, Sarah.
Mainly to my mother, but every so often looking at Veneer.
Okay, so with that, your mother is looking at you and sort of follows your eyes. Alright. Knowing that you had people to watch out for you would definitely put an ease in my mind. And if there's another with the similar problem to yours, then you do have a point. Maybe the two of you could come up with something to correct it.
Drag's gonna send a message to Kepsic, and do we want this rude girl in our group?
Kepsic replies in his mind, I'm not sure. This seems like the rest of the party does so far.
I'm gonna send a message to Tarhoon. How do you feel about this girl joining our group?
What do I feel about this? Are we able to speak back?
You get one reply.
I feel about the same as everyone else that has joined the group.
Drag will just stay quiet and let things play out.
Nier is the face of our group.
Drag will just, while everyone's being silent, well, we've had a long day, and I for one am worn out. I think we should probably be heading to an inn for the day.
Blitz, what time is it about?
At this point, you guys are probably... No, let me think.
Because earlier today, we showed up to the town, went to the tanner.
Yeah, you went to the
went to the
tanner,
blacksmith.
You went to blacksmith, and you went and got the things between the fight and everything. Oh, I'd probably say that, yeah, I'm walking across town to get to her house, and yeah, you're probably looking at probably mid-afternoon or early afternoon. It's not quite dinner time yet, but it's still, you burnt through a good portion of the day since you got into town in the morning.
Mom, how many spatter rooms do we have exactly?
Oh, well, we've got the 4 rooms upstairs, so yours, mine, and the 2 extra. Then, I mean, we've got the furniture down here. We could move around so people could lay down if that's what you're thinking. But we want to get the 2 spare rooms.
Well, I was thinking it'd be cheaper than them going to an inn, but I don't know how comfortable they'd be with the 2 rooms. I can help you move the furniture down here while they go sort out which 2, or if they feel comfortable enough, which 4 are getting the 2 spare rooms. If that's okay with you, Mother.
Oh, they brought you home. I owe them everything. Of course, they are welcome to stay if they wish to.
Gabriel simply says, I do not wish to intrude. I will be staying at the inn.
Drag will nod. I'd prefer an inn as well.
Same.
Gabriel was just trying to be as polite as possible with that. I mean, she did give him a look earlier, and he's like, nope, none of that. Because that would be against his faith.
Zrag will take a bow, and I'll see you guys at the usual inn, or if you guys choose to stay here, that's fine as well.
I will also bow and then follow Zrak out.
Okay, so
Shinosa sort of looks down, but then looks back up to Veneer and Tarhoon to see what they say.
Tarhoon, seeming pleased with his cup of tea, will stay.
And this is where Tarhoon gets laid again.
Oh God.
No, he just doesn't want to go to the inn.
And Veneer, what are you doing? Are you staying here or are you going to the inn?
I will stay. Thank you.
And the mother looks around and says, "Oh, it's nice. Less food to cook in the morning and no furniture moving. So, yeah, are you guys looking to rest now?"
What were the other 2 bounties we had to do?
We have.
Or a haunted house was one of them.
There were sounds coming from down south in the rich people neighborhood. A lost necklace that belonged to the guild guy's wife. And there's a homeless guy that has information about stuff. So the sounds bounty is 500 gold. The necklace is 300, and the info's 200.
I guess the next one would be the 500 one.
Yeah, there's sounds coming from the rich people area that no one knows what it's causing it.
Then I think we have some information gathering. And he's looking around to the group confused.
Drag and
One of them.
Kepsik already left.
Gabriel also left.
So you go to look around to the group and you, Tarhoon, and Suvius, and Chinook.
Yeah. Wow, they're stealthier than I thought.
We took a bow and everything and said goodbye.
Veneer wasn't paying attention.
So as the 3 of them are heading towards the inn, what are the 3 of you doing? Taking any sort of a rest? You guys heading out towards the other bounty?
I wouldn't want to do that without the other members. I suppose go take a rest, and then Veneer will read his book. Well,
That book.
yep.
Huh. If only there were some lizard folk. Hobgoblins.
It's not worth it. If he dies, he dies.
The party is so friendly.
It's down to me or Tarhoon. Whoever died next, the other one becomes the fact.
Okay, so as you guys head up to Jeanette brings you upstairs to helps get you guys situated before jumping your. So what are you going to be doing?
You're kind of cutting in and out a little bit, Matthew.
Sorry, I'm trying to play with the microphone settings to get it so it's not picking up other people's voices.
Uh,
We'll try doing that and see how that works. So, Chinosa, what are you doing during the times that these guys are resting?
Oh, and right after I would have, and I have no problem with you joining. If you wish to, if you wish to join, you are more than welcome to.
Well, I'm glad that someone sees me as at least somewhat capable of being helpful. I don't believe a couple actually like me at the moment. But thank you for the offer. I might come along if you go. While you guys rest, I'm probably going to help my mother do the dishes and whatnot.
Alright.
And Chinosa bows slightly to Veneer and
Nero bow back.
goes back to the kitchen to help her mom.
Okay, so as Notice heads out to whatchamacallit. Well, actually, before we even get to that, as you start to walk up the stairs, Veneer,
Yeah.
all of a sudden you start feeling a little funny inside.
Remember earlier when you failed that
shit.
con save?
You start walking up the steps and you get really tired. It's hard to take steps. Each step up you take, it feels like you're lifting a lead weight. Go ahead and make a Constitution save for me. Okay.
God damn it.
You take 8 psychic damage.
I wish I was level 14 right now, because then whatever the sword would also take.
And then as this happens, as you feel this burst in your head, you collapse on the stairs as you had started walking up, laughing hysterically. And you are now incapacitated with insane mad laughter for the next minute.
That's gonna scare the shit out of somebody's mom.
Yep.
So, Chino says, you and your mother are in the kitchen. All of a sudden, from the stairwell, you hear a thud. And somebody almost cries out in pain for a second, and then starts laughing somewhat psychotically. Your mother turns to you with a start. What's that? What happened?
Doesn't care. Moving on.
Yeah, I don't think Chino cares.
Let him be.
So, are you still with us? Okay, we'll come back in a few moments. It seems Sarah has disappeared for a moment.
No, but I know what I'm gonna be doing once I break this thing.
That's what you think. So, anyway, we're gonna jump over to the lizard folk and, older man who nearly got laid. So, as the 3 of you have left the party, left the house, and are making your way back, I'm assuming you're going to the White Horse Inn.
That's where I'm headed.
Sounds good.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, so Gabriel and Kepsic sort of taking the lead, as Rag hasn't been to this specific location before, at least not with the group before, so may not know it as the regular haunt. It takes you guys a little while to get there, none the wiser of what's going on back at the house. You guys pass through. Anything else you're doing, or you're just heading there to get some rest?
Hmm. I'd probably go there to rest for 8 hours because a long rest doesn't necessarily mean you have to be sleeping in that. You just have to rest for 8 hours, right?
Yeah, just basically not doing anything else. So like sitting down and eating for 8 hours, or hanging out at the bar, having a couple of drinks and resting, anything like that.
Yeah, I'll go there. I'll go to the bar and just or go to the inn kind of thing and just rest there for 8 hours. And then if the group wants to do something late at night, we can do that.
That'd probably be the best time to do the handle the haunt one.
The sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gabriel's gonna sort of sit at the tavern, order a meal, and read his holy book.
Drag will probably do the same, except he's reading his book of lore.
Okay. And Slayer of Taverns, what are you doing?
I'm trying not to think about blowing up the tavern, and I think I'll just go find a place to go take a nap.
Okay. You guys make your way back to the bar, and Kepsi goes in, goes up to the barkeep, gets himself a room. He's probably gonna want some food and drink and everything else there, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So they go through everything. Says, okay, for everything you want for you, Kepsi, I'll be 6 gold. I'll cover your food, your drink, and your room for the night.
It is done then.
I'll share a room with Kepsic, so we can half the price of a room.
Okay, so he tells you then,
Do we just want to say 5 gold for me and Kepsic for food and room?
yeah, sure, that's easy. 5 gold apiece, that'll cover everything easy. That'll make sure he's taking care of you guys pretty much first. You're a little group, given you and Gabriel sitting near each other, even though he's only having a drink so far and doing that. Okay, and then Sarah, you back?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, that's okay. So a couple of moments ago, while the other 3 were heading towards the inn, Veneer has collapsed on the stairs and is now laughing like a crazy person. Your mother has turned to you with a start and gone, what happened? What's that sound?
I'll go look, Mother. It's probably the guys. They probably had a joke or something. I'll see what's going on. Just continue the dishes. I'm sure it's nothing. I will be back shortly, okay?
Okay. Just be careful.
I will be, Mom. And I walk over to the stairs to go see if I can help Veneer at all.
Okay. So as you come out into the hall and turn towards the stairs, you can see him laying apparently completely motionless on the ground, but with this sort of best way to describe it is from the old Batman cartoon, the Joker-esque grin that people would get on their face as he is just laying there on his side laughing.
Can I use another lesser restoration on him or not?
Let me take a look here. I don't think you have enough slots right now. Give me a second here.
I don't know how to keep track. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. We'll work on that for next time. I'm just gonna pull up and check, see what you've done. Yeah, I know you're out. It's gonna be 8 hours, so you cannot lesser restoration to stop whatever is going on to him right now.
I look at him, sigh, and call for Tarhoon.
So how close are you getting to him?
Probably within 5 stairs, give or take.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and make a Constitution save for me.
Oh, God.
One of the lesser known traits of Apollo. Yeah, you are fine.
Where's remove? I wish I could cast remove curse on myself.
So as you sort of come over to Veneer, and over the next, 30 seconds, as about another 30 seconds or so goes past after you walking into the room and seeing this, all of a sudden, Veneer takes a deep breath. And then looks up at you and Veneer, you're fully aware of that you were just laughing like a crazy person with no reason at all to be.
Apologies, I don't know what came over me on that.
Would you like help going to your room? I mean, I called for Tarhun. I don't know if he heard me or if he's asleep.
As you guys look around, Tarhun's already up in his room at this point, we'll say, because Michael had to step away.
I should be fine, hopefully. Just to be safe.
To be safe, I'll go with you and have Tarhun keep an eye on you.
Okay, and what are you casting remove curse on?
On myself.
Okay,
I'm assuming that was a curse, so try to remove it in case it happened again.
As you touch it, you feel the magic energy pour through you. You don't feel any different. But you didn't feel any different either. You were just walking up the stairs and cracked up.
Goddamn god curses. Okay. Thank you, and sorry for the trouble.
It's okay. My mother got startled. I'll still go up with you if that's okay, and I'd like Tarhun to keep an eye on you. Just in case something else happens, I don't want to be as alone trying to help you.
Alright, thank you.
You're welcome.
We go up.
Okay. So we've got the group at the inn taking a long rest. Looks like I'm assuming you guys at Geonosis' house are going to be taking a long rest as well.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you go through and for you, Veneer, as you're trying to study in your book, you're a little distracted, a little creeped out by that strange fiddle laughter that hits you, so you're not really picking up on any new information on your book. Kepsik has ate his fill and drank his fill and is now passed out, snoring like a little lizard-born baby. As Gabriel is going through and reading his holy book and thinking back and remembering everything that's happened through the past and the battles. And starts just really focusing on what he lost during that period. And it's weighing on him a little bit. The more you think about it, Gabriel, the more you wonder if there was more you could have done, or more that could have been done in general, and how to best bring your order and bring the truth of your God to people who would be interested in it. Start thinking more about the order, and given you don't know how many of them are out there, and if there are any out there, how many are there? Is there any sort of structure to the order? And you start considering maybe I should try to restart the order. Yes, but no, not now. We have other things to focus on at the moment. We have that other bounty we took, the house. Okay, gotta take care of the house. But in the back of your mind, as you're reading through your holy book, your mind keeps twisting back to the order. As we jump over to Chinosa, working in the kitchen with her mother, puttering around. Feels like for most people any other day. Washing the teacups, cleaning up the broken plate from where Tarhun dropped it. You go through with the people sleeping or resting upstairs. When you're flipping through his book, Tarhun just resting, realizing, it seems like at least one of these people knows what you're going through, can understand the difficulty of having a difficult parent. The difficulty of a parent becomes so much more so when the parent is a deity. You start thinking of the other members of the group who aren't here. Older gentlemen you caught your mother sort of giving the eye to. The two crass ones that were really seemed only in it for the money and disappeared.
And never took the money.
This is true.
Drag gave up.
As you sort of start to get comfortable with the idea of at least traveling with Veneer, and a big scaly one in the armor doesn't seem too bad. He's sort of seems like a caretaker almost to some people in the group. Seems to be the one with a little bit more of a grasp on it from what you've seen. He's a little more reserved. A little bit of a klutz, but and you make your way up. It's to get some rest. It's been a long day for you as well, dealing with that. The brief conversation with your father weighing on you. The 8 hours rest passes for some of you very quickly. For others, a little slower, but at the end of it, you either wake up, finish your reading, finish your food, drink, whatever you chose to do during the time. Fully rested, full all your health back, all your spell slots from the mechanical standpoint. It is now about, say, 9, between 8 and 9 in the evening at this point. It's getting to be late night as you guys all wake up, specifically for Veneer, Tarhun, and Chinosa, as you guys come to and sort of make your way downstairs as the three of you quietly move down the stairs once more, sitting in the sitting room, head lolled back. You hear as Genos's mother is passed out in the chair once more, snoring away as a woman who's lived as long of life as her is well in her rights too. What are the three of you doing?
Now, me as a person was confused. We're meeting at night to do.
Well, at the moment, you don't know what you're doing. The three of them left, and you guys didn't really make a plan other than you guys were going to get some rest and then meet up at the inn.
Yeah, shall we go?
But actually, speaking of that, Veneer, you just woke up. Make a Constitution save for me.
Oh. Is this also a new day?
No, not as of yet. It's only like 9 p.m. or so. Alrighty then.
I don't know what this is, Blitz. I will get revenge.
Okay. I'm gonna have fun with this one.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So, Genos, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, so, well, where Michael is still indisposed, at least I'm assuming where he's still muted, what are the three of you gonna plan to do? Are you guys heading up to the inn to meet up with the rest of the others?
Well, I assume that Veneer's not out of his room yet, and I assume I was in my room doing something, so I come out of my room and go over to the room that I assume is Veneer's and knock lightly on it.
I thought we were already all gathered up downstairs.
Oh,
Oh yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Oh, you weren't here then. I'm sorry. So yeah, the three of you woke up. You guys have come downstairs, and your mother is comfortably passed out in the chair, sort of snoring away.
okay. Well, what would you like to do? I don't really care either way. But at the same time, as I said before, some of your party members don't seem to like me.
They might think of you as another version of me.
Probably. And I will probably end up trying to be like, no. But,
Okay, so we actually just lost Tarhoon. Michael's gonna take off. So, okay, so you said you guys are gonna head to the inn?
Yeah.
Okay, then what we will do is we will actually call it here for this evening. We will, well, actually, I'll say we'll call it that the three of you guys have made your way. You guys make your way back to the inn. Hold on a second. We can do two conversations at one time. Okay. So, well, Michael's bouncing out, so we'll have the three of you guys who are slowly going to make your way over to the inn as Gabriel, Zrag, and Kepsik, as you guys wake up, and it's, like I said, somewhere between 9 and 10 in the evening. What are you guys doing while you're waiting for the rest of your group who said they'd meet you after they took a rest?
Zrag will talk to the barkeep and see if he's heard any rumors about the sounds coming from the rich end of the city.
Okay. So, As you come out and you walk out into the bar, at this point in the evening, it's a little quieter than you were. Oh, actually, you weren't here last time. It seems a little quiet in this inn for what you'd expect at 9 o'clock in the evening. You'd think you'd have more people there. You guys are talking back and forth a little bit, and he starts saying,
We had all sorts of strange rumors of things coming from out there. Some people say it's ghosts, demons. Other talk of weird fey creatures. It's hard to know what really to believe.
So, all you guys know is there's just sounds, and everyone's coming up with their own rumors for it.
Everyone's claiming something a little different. Some claim to see huge, giant beasts down in that area. Other people claim to see little tiny flittering knights floating around. They may all be right. They can all be full of shit for all I know.
Right.
The more I think of it, the more it seems a little weird, if you ask me. It's why would they be staying down there? What's the point? It's not like you get money out of it or anything. There's something's got to be going on.
Yeah, I'm currently with a group of people right now. We were thinking about maybe going down there and checking out if the rumors had any actual cause to alarm the group or not, or alarm the city. Just seeing what I could pick up from the local tavern and that.
The city hasn't seemed to be too interested at this point. I'm not quite sure what we've had that request in for it for I want to say a few months now. But they get all worried because there's all sorts of mean, nasty things out in the desert. And there's that dragon up on the mountain that he doesn't come out this way much though.
Well, I know for one that the dragon has been slain by a group of adventurers, so that shouldn't that should take a load off the town.
Well, it's about time. It's a shame when it's got to come to you. You got a decent group of crazy people to show up and kill a dragon these days.
Yeah, you gotta be out of your mind to face a dragon anymore.
Not like us sane people, right?
I agree. It's just why not just stay here where it's safe?
It's not always safe everywhere. When digging cancer, we had someone who had a necklace stolen at this very end. I think it was a week ago, if that, at this point. Poor woman. Head of the mining guild's wife, too. Nice girl, just gets a little out of control when she drinks.
Yeah, sounds about right. Alcohol can make you do weird things. Well, I thank you for your all the information you could provide me. I think just waiting on a couple people to show up and that, and we'll go check out the rumors. Should be easy. They're offering a decent amount of money, and from what it sounds like, if it's nothing, it's pretty easy money for not a big deal.
We can hope for you.
As he sort of went over, sort of signals if you need anything, you give him a shout, and then goes about his business, cleaning up, getting drinks for people. 20 minutes or so later, the other three show up. But actually, before they get there, Gabriel, what are you doing at this point?
I'm not sure. Probably worried about his church, like what could have happened to it in his absence.
As you come out and sit down, you sit down at one of the tables. You're sort of in earshot, so you're only half listening to what Dragon the Barkeep are talking about, picking up, rumors, urban legends, the basic gist of the conversations. They're going back and forth. As you sit down and start thinking more about that last big battle you were there for, and performing last rites for those who died, and then leaving. And as we lose we just lost her as well. So as you're focusing on that, and you realize, I have to go back. I have to find out how the others are doing, if they are still doing. If the Order is still doing everything, then I want to be a part of my church. If the Order isn't, I need to restart it. Faith needs to be shared with those who are interested, and you decided you're going to have to make that journey back at some point in the near future.